I think they can hear me loud and clear. Coffee and Kush TV. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Dr. King, could you hear me? Press one. Press one. Dr. King, can you hear me? That's all I'll be trying to do. Make sure. Oh, it's a lot of people up in here early. What's that shit do? What that shit do? What's up, family? Yeah, I thought I'd take a couple days to myself and just breathe again. Breathe again. Jeez. I knew it was coming. Yep, just what was my last video? It's all a game. Kwame Brown, Hassan Campbell, little twist up. I told you they was gonna run a whole marathon with beef. I told you because they ain't got a leg to stand on. They've been playing basketball and teaching false history and working with the Asian man and the white man and the European man this whole time. They can't think about nothing else. Ain't nothing else to think about. You feel me? They don't deny God. You see, Brother Polite is back on Sonetta talking about it ain't no God in the white man while he's living the most luxurious, the most Nigerian American luxurious life in here in America, looking like a fool. He always did look like a damn fool, didn't he? And Sonetta he just broke down, tired. He need them super chat. It's not rolling in like it used to. They need that beef, man. And Kwame is a perfect example of a shit starting ass, hide your hand ass nigga. I see it written all over him. Press one. I was there when he invited Tommy Sotomayor to the hotel lobby for a drink. It's a cold, cold world. It's a cold world. I only been doing it on YouTube for about, 3 weeks now? Get the fuck out of here. Press one. It's just destructive when I come to the campus. What that shit do? For his glory is in the building. What's up with you, Queen? B from Ohio, G from the Bay, and Jamie Lee. I'm just baffled by how the Pan-African community has just depleted itself and lowered itself to what? Learning about what? No more African history to learn about. What is there only to do? Deny God and create beef. That's all they got. And that is a shame. 10, 20, 30 years put in on YouTube. And the last thing they got is distraction, beef, Africa, black, nothingness. Press one. A bunch of Democrats. Press one. If I didn't come on this internet, I don't know where y'all be. Y'all been on start believing in all type of little African spirituality that does not exist. Press one. Y'all don't see on all sides is all falling. That Pan-African spirituality does not exist. That is Satan. Press one. They just mad because I told it all. I told it. It's the devil. Press one. That's why they always tell you F God. They trying to lure you in, queens. Press one. They try to lure you in with that apple. Press one. With that Kabbalah magic, that tree of life magic, that 7 hermetic principles of Sodom and Gomorrah. Vaseline, Coffee and Kush TV, Sodom and Gomorrah. Y'all magic and y'all little history is frivolous. That shit is frivolous. I came on the internet and destroyed all African Egyptian deities. Does not exist. And if they did exist, then they homosexuals like Set and the other one, his boyfriend. What's the other one? Akhenaten. Which one? Press one. Press one. Why y'all, I told y'all, what y'all fight against, y'all become. Lose it in your heart. Don't be fighting against this LGBTQ. This gonna turn your ass. Cause that's all you gonna pay attention to, and that's what they want. Just pay. This is how Satan it works. Just pay attention. Just pay attention because your attention costs. Pay attention. That's your spiritual focus. Pay attention. They get you with a cool little we struggling, and it's the same thing. Marcus Garvey. Oh, speaking of Marcus Garvey, y'all know I'm the one on the internet who told y'all that Walter Plecker's boy is Marcus Garvey. So this Marcus Garvey is a black messiah complex come from Kentucky Fried Chicken man himself, Walter Plecker. Press one. Press one. Our whole existence is fucked up because these people want to decategorize black people, reclassify them into terms like black, African, American Negro, and all these other terms when they are just the native Americans. That's all they are. The people who was here pre-Columbus is us. And we still here believing that you came from Africa and you did not. Press one. See, this is what, see, y'all believe in this fallacy, the stuff that Marcus Garvey, aka Sadnetta, and Dr. Umar is the reason why y'all in a Disneyland fantasy in a prison y'all can't get out of. Is because y'all carrying on fallacies of the devil. Press one. You come from Africa. Press one. A person trying to reclassify you would tell you came from Africa. Ain't that true? Press one. And as you awaken with Kev Rowe and you start realizing, don't worry, I was there too during my awakening process, but we ain't got far now. It's time to speed this up. You grown. Take the dashikis off you from here. Press one. Press one. And Sanetta, Dr. Umar, and everybody knows it. But everybody ain't going to tell you because a lot of these people are from Haiti, France. Y'all see what's going on with Haiti? They don't even know they don't even know. Y'all are French. Press one. Y'all ain't been in no slavery. Y'all was the ones enslaving Americans, that'd be us, with the French, trying to enslave us because the British, press one, because the British, this is shit Kwame and them can't teach y'all, right? Because they stupid. They've been shooting basketball their whole life, don't know nothing, and became YouTube star. They don't know nothing. Only thing they know is what they was told in school and made to regurgitate a psycho shit. Disneyland make-believe. Only thing they know is Mama Seasoning and Geechee. Only thing I never know is Africa, Africa, Africa. But the French and the American colonies are the ones who enslaved you. Yes, they were blacks. Press one. That's why we not helping nobody. Fuck them. Fuck everybody right now. Fuck everybody. Y'all see the Asians moving on? Hey, man, we was did wrong too. Hold on. Just hold on. We're going home. Just hold on. Ain't no such thing as no Asian American. There's no such thing of this stuff. You either American or you not. You either want to be that one or this one. Press one. I don't believe in dual citizenship. Neither did the founding fathers. You either American or you not. Because all of y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of communists working your little snake constriction over here in a free and sovereign nation. Press one. I'm telling you, the 1900s was so mean to blacks, to who were reclassified as blacks or African Americans. Press one. To turn them foreigners and make them the Americans. Press one. Ain't that something? Declassify you, reclassify you so they can become Americans and you become where they just came from, nowhere. Press one. A place that does not exist. I keep telling you, this is what COINTELPRO is. J. Edgar Hoover established Pan-Africanism over you. Press one. To trick you into thinking you came from Africa. That's how you just divide and conquer. You don't. And it's a lot of black people that came over with them that was jiggerbooing and doing all this stuff and tried to emulate what we was doing. Blacks came with them dancing around. They don't dance like us. They don't move. Y'all know them Zopound niggas don't dance. Them Haitians don't dance like us. But back in the day, y'all know these little dances that they be doing. Those little tribal little dances. That's for them and the friends. Back in the day, those was the cool y'all see on TV. Right, huh? It's time to get serious about this now. You see, they don't got nothing but Pan-African. Day's history stopped with 50,000 years ago. They built pyramids and they were slaves, and now they're here. And we got to go back to Africa. Even though it's free, you can go. They don't want to go. Press one. You see Cuba. You see Black Lives Matter getting in trouble with that communist regime over there, trying to make it our problem. Our problem as Americans, we outstretched our arm and our hugs way too far on earth. Fact, when we got people here that don't even know who they are. California just, Gavin Newsom, before they get him, he's fucking the system up. He's moving along with this reparations deal. They not playing all over the world. They not playing. Critical race theory is moving, or what I say, Cavro race theory is moving along just fine. Full steam ahead. The Republicans and Democrats is mad as shit at that. but the history is being told, is about to be told correctly. And all the people who've been put over you, been making all this money. Y'all see Puffy, y'all don't see these entertainers struggling to stay alive. All these people that was put up, they ain't got nothing to do. Cryptocurrency is a failure. Press 1. Didn't I tell y'all? I told you.
Shame.
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 Shame. Cryptocurrency is exactly what I said. On its way down, worth shit. That's what it is. They don't even talk about crypto no more. It's over. It's over. Okay? It's a fallacy. You were robbed by the same people, stockbrokers, who couldn't rob you in the stock market because slave trading, human trafficking in all forms is now illegal. So they got to make you off the mind control already, make you go back into debt slavery. Press 1. When our president, Donald J. Trump, filed for bankruptcy, press 1. We free. I don't even know why y'all celebrate Juneteenth or none of that. Y'all should be celebrating right now in 2020. Because I told you was free. It's going to be hard because a lot of distractions out here. Old COINTELPRO, they losing. Pan-Africanism. Marcus Garvey was a traitor. Press 1. He's a little Haitian dude. That's why they took him back to Europe. Press 1. All of these people are traitors to black people, to who y'all call black people, because nobody had balls enough to tell y'all the truth. Nobody on the internet is telling y'all the truth about none of that. They talking about freedom and freedom. No, but what type of slavery are you in? And that's where we came in with the what? With debt bondage. Once you find out that you in debt bondage, ain't no going back. Press 1. You find out what type of slavery were you in. And if you was on my other channel, you would know on Koffee and KushTv what debt bondage is. Press 1. And who you are indebted to. Press 1. And why the middleman has to be there. And who you fought in the Revolutionary War and all of this. Everything has been told to you in a lie. Press 1. I don't even know why y'all playing with me this morning, Sarnetta. I come to free the people. Use a Confederate, fool. Articles of Confederation are the U.S. Constitution. Both of them are one and the same. Both was the Articles of Confederation changed to the Constitution with and it snatched up the Bill of Rights. The original. You got the Bill of Rights, you don't need nothing else. Press 1 in America. See, that's the trick, is the Articles of Confederation, but that's where they lock themselves in. Press 1. See, the British, it was about slavery, but the British stopped slavery. Press 1. And that's why the colonials in the Virginia Company didn't have no way to make money, and they went to a different bank. That's it. That's your American Revolution, and you're proud of 4th of July that you broke free from British, but the British freed the slaves and was making sure that its company, the colonies, would do the same. Press 1. Made slave trade, the Atlantic slave trade, illegal, in which all the slaves was being brought up through the Bahamas and the pirates that I taught y'all about, the pirates, the Dominicans and all of that down up in there, the Frenchmen. And Haiti is not free. Press 1. Haiti is not free. I told y'all they went directly into what? Debt bondage. And who do they have to pay? France. Press 1. France, Haiti. You got to pay France. You owe France. I don't even know why these Caribbeans is even talking about slavery when y'all helped them enslave the Indians. Press 1. I don't even know why you Caribbean people, Tamika Mallory and all of you Caribbeans, is even in our struggle and in our story. Y'all done blended yourself in way too good, and somebody has to set the tone for truth around here. Okay? Somebody got to set the tone for truth. This is what happens when you let loud mouths run the community. Well, where are you from? See, your people helped enslave who y'all call black people in America. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yes, you did. Y'all took part in the African slave trade more than anybody after Great Britain denounced. Press one, the Caribbeans. Press one. Now let's talk. Talking about they gained independence. Name me the Haitian that got independence, and you're gonna see a Frenchman. Press one. Why his name French? Press one. Every last one of them in the military guard, they was all French. So quit playing. And Spaniard and conquistadors and all of that. This is where this comes from, y'all. Okay? So don't think 4th of July is a celebration to free you. It was to enslave you and rebel against people who abolished slavery. Okay? The Virginia Company in association with, okay? In association with France, which helped them fight off the British. Press one. And when you don't know, you don't know. You're not in no, you are in a debt bondage by the store company. And the store company got your bond, a debt that you cannot repay because you're always paying down the principal, some interest rates that are constantly inflated. Press one. So you could never be free in debt slavery. I don't pinpoint it, Sonetta. Not just slavery, black debt slavery. Press one. Should we teach them, y'all? See, this is why I did that on my other channel and some on this side. See, debt slavery, you will never get free. Debt slavery, this is where the Articles of Confederation and the Constitution come from, and that's why it denounced us. Why black people always, well, that Constitution really fucked it? Because you got the 10 Bill of Rights, the first 10 amendments in the Constitution. They just put the Confederation on top of the Bill of Rights and called it the what? But it's an exact carbon copy. The first 10 amendments frees you, and everything else enslaves your black ass. Plus one. From the 13th Amendment, remember this? Remember we talked about this last year. So I just want to make sure the difference between false consciousness, dreadlocks, melanin, females able to produce children, none of that is real. Okay? Okay? Press one. That's what y'all got to realize is y'all are cheering for your own enslavement. Y'all got to stop letting color dictate what spiritual freedom is. You got to know that you pay a tax. You don't believe in American Confederation where you just walk around stupid. Oh, we pay taxes and we pay your bill. You want to be simple-minded? So you pay taxes even though you fought against the revolution was to denounce all of the time. Oh, well, we got to pay taxes to the foreign bank that sits in Washington. Y'all are the American is the equivalent to a neo-Nazi. Press one. The American thought process at its current level is that of a neo-Nazi in the 1930s and 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Facts. Everything is all right. We didn't do nothing wrong. We didn't do nothing. Oh, that happened in the 1500s. No, it didn't. It all happened when? People in my classroom, when did this all happen? When were you? And this is why they don't want to talk about it. This is why I keep rubbing it in. When were you reclassified? Is that American history? Yes, it is. We don't chase illusions in the 1500s. Nothing like that. They reclassified you and turned you from and developed this $5 Indian shit right on top of you. Right at Ellis Island. Y'all see the Statue of Liberty is in danger of never being opened, or no, everything is in jeopardy. You got a civil war going on and a lot of people don't even know. Facts. Fact. So I'm gonna be just showing. Thank you, Mama. Right, 1913 to 1929, in that time frame, and I want you to stay there because when you live there, everything becomes a reality. You feel me? You're a product of the store company. What company? The Virginia company, or whatever it changes name to again. You are getting bonded out and taxed by Sweden, to a foreign government who created Switzerland, who created the WHO to put a mask on you for slavery. Press one, because you're free. So what did they do? They put a mask on you. Press one. And the one thing that the Sonetta and them can't run from is that Walter Plecker is their father. He's the one. This analogy of eugenics and to reclassify you will surely destroy the Native American. Press one and barter him off to store companies. If you don't know what the company store was, it was what your people were enslaved in. Workers. Should I go to Wikipedia and go to Google? You know why they say don't Google? They say don't Google because it's real easy for you to learn. Right, y'all? First, let's look up the term because I didn't do this over here. Okay? This is quite easy for Koffee and KushTv to University. Okay? So let me bring this in real quick. And just look up the term. Debt bondage. Press one. And you will see clearly what it is. Not hard, Sachetta. Somebody look at Sonetta and tell them it's not hard to free yourself. Y'all just scared and y'all was put here by the government. That's why. Press one. Y'all ain't nothing but the agents in confusion. Because it's right here. Debt bondage is what? Is work exchanged for a debt which ultimately can never be paid, also known as bonded labor or debt slavery. Press one. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. Debt slavery. Talk to me about this. Workers are told they can pay off a loan of their own or family member by working it off. It is generational. Press one. But it's a debt you can never pay off because it's that interest. Why do you think they needed you to go to the Federal Reserve? Press one. Why do you think they needed you to go to the Federal Reserve? Press one. So they can bond you out. Press one. Oh, I love this class. You feel me? Peonage, also known as debt slavery or bondage slavery, is the pledge of a person's services. You ever heard that? You ever heard of pledging? Press one. You ever hear these schools? They want y'all to pledge. Y'all just don't. Y'all pledging to debt slavery. Press one. Don't tell me about people selling their soul. Tell me about you pledging to debt slavery. Press one. Slavery is a choice, like Kanye West said. Press one. I'm brushing my students up on what they're gonna be learning. That's it. All right. As scrutiny as security, okay? As a person services as security for the payment for a debt or other obligation where the terms of repayment are not clearly or reasonably stated. Do you ever think they are going to tell you when you're free? No. The repayment methods in terms of repayment will never be clearly stated. Press one. And the person who is holding the debt thus has some control over the laborer. Freedom is assumed on debt repayment. Freedom is assumed on debt repayment. Freedom is assumed on debt repayment. The services required to repay the debt may be undefined, and the services duration may be undefined, thus allowing the person supposedly owed the debt to demand services indefinitely. Debt bondage can be passed from generation to generation. Currently, debt bondage is the most common method. And you can go down to the Americas and find out debt bondage. But this is the slavery that you are in, and were the plantations and the pictures of people in plantations. I want black people to realize all of these photos of people in plantations, your people working in the plantation because they were in debt to the store. Press 1. It was in debt to the company store. That'll be Virginia Company Store, where all their names is written down. All of them. Names, who they are, whole list of the debt, stuff they can never repay. If they can repay, they can be free and take possession back over the lands in which they was enslaved. So the objective of this company is to never let them be free. Press 1. That's the key, is to keep them unaware, entertained by King Von, entertained by death, destruction, jail, and unsensible things. Never get these people on their history. Never get them. Ain't not one of them gonna ever wake up if we do it like this. That they are indebted, that they are put into debt bondage. So they'll never tell you. Agents of the system will never tell you what type of slavery you are in. They just want you to think of some Egyptians, whoop, get out there and pick my cotton. No, it was not. It is a debt paying off. So when they tell you 18 and zoom zooms and wham whams, and this American, this is a lie. Everybody gonna work like China. Press 1. The shit that they accuse China of, you gonna work, or the government will give you a subsidy to keep food in your body so you can work. It's called welfare. The census is the collection of names for debt collectors. They know your name as the census. The census is a lot more than that. The census is mapping out a geographical area to be taken. That's different. The store company. See, saving language, saving. Don't just yell stuff out. That's not what I'm saying. That's wrong. You owe the store company, and the store company, which is the Virginia company, which is probably the hospital you born at, contains the debt. It costs, don't it? Press 1. You get insurance. It costs a lot to have a child, right? There is a debt accumulated with that somewhere to keep you in bondage. You know, I really want people to understand that's the type of slavery that they was involved in bonded in. And yes, I agree with Ben Carson when he said welfare was worse than slavery. Yes, because it also created an IOU. Press 1. Welfare is worse than the debt itself, because you would never, the objective is to get you in welfare. You would never get out of the debt. Press 1. That's to reiterate on top of you never getting out of the perpetual bondage. Here's another one. You will never, this will gonna help you not get out of the bondage, because every welfare check you take is a repayment bond. Press 1. Why you thinking this will come up for you to make $200 real quick? That goes into your captivity, Democrat. You just don't know. If you knew how rich you was or how poor you are, because you just been loaning and bank loan, debt. This is what back then people really owned. They need you in debt. That's the only way this type of captivity is going to work. You know, that's the only way this type of captivity is going to work is if you are in debt bondage, and it's generational. A lot of y'all are poor and in the projects getting these little loans, and they say, why is this generational? Because that's the debt that's involved in that. Press one. So the state itself is perpetrating the debt, or the projects, or irresponsible mismanagement of a person's money. They are responsible for that. I don't know what you're talking about, Taekwon. You got to go. You're on another level. You're on another level. I'm not talking about that in my classroom. I'm talking about history, son. You're talking about stocking up. What's going on? You can't stock up on no food. If it was going down the way you say, it's too late. Press one. Y'all just be talking. Y'all don't have nothing else to discuss but the end of the world, going back to Africa. It's a rotation of the same shit over and over and over. You gotta stock up. What's gonna happen is gonna happen. You just made it through coronavirus. Now it's time to stock up again. Go sit down and rest your mind. Get off the internet. Rest your brain. A lot of y'all just caught up in just the most. I see why I need my break. I like to be left alone. Don't bother me. Y'all need a break. People don't turn into stalkers. Y'all don't even know it. Y'all don't even know y'all stalkers. Y'all develop these online community friends and don't nobody know history. Oh, let's go over to this chat. Don't nobody know they self. Nobody know they self. I can't even listen to YouTube like that because it's so saturated with bullshit, especially in the black community coming from this right here. Who would have knew Sonetta and them was behind the beef for Kwame and all them? I did. Press one. In fact, I told you, it's going to come out. They all are part of the Get Along gang. Press one. All of them, just like Americans are getting a rude awakening about history and stuff like that. Black folk getting a rude awakening that Wakanda isn't real. None of that shit they believe in is even real. They don't deny God so much. Y'all see that lightning strike hit George Floyd mural? Press one. Trying to deify the wrong people? Press one. Y'all just don't know what y'all have done. Look at you. Y'all listen to people who confuse you all day. I'm giving you a history lesson. I'm giving you a smooth history lesson. Now listen to this. I want y'all to listen to the Breakfast Club at this guy, Charlemagne the God. Listen to this. This is why I developed the Urban Conservative. I hope y'all tune into that. Go over to Koffee and KushTv and go over to my Patreon, to my new channel, the Urban Conservative. I will be posting that for people who like daily media, just media in a urban way. But listen to this.
Why was I your donkey of the day?
All right. Donkey of the day for Monday, July 12th goes to former Housing and Urban Development Secretary Ben Carson. Yesterday at the Conservative Political Action Conference, Ben Carson suggested that the government coming along and taking care of all black people's needs hurt black communities more than slavery. I repeat, Ben Carson said the government coming along and taking care of all black people's needs hurt black communities more than slavery did. Mama! Uncle Ben been drinking again. Let's go to Fox Nation for the report, please.
Well, you look at what the black community has been through. Go all the way back. It was the family, the strong family unit, and the faith in God got people. They got people. Jim Crow.
The reclassification period is what they're saying. These are cute words, but let's listen.
Their segregation through all the difficulties. But what really had negative government came. There you. I'm going to take care of. And started implementing policies that were destructive for family.
And now, is that false? Is that not the truest? Candace Owens speaks about this all the time. Press one. Press one. New conservatives. I call y'all my new conservatives because we ain't been out the water that long, but Kev got you. New conservatives have not. We know what got us in this position, those of us who are honest.
Those are the things that hurt the black community most.
Lord have mercy. Who put the mayonnaise in the Nutella jar? Damn it, Dr. Ben. When the hell did America ever take care of the needs of black people? I missed that part. When did that happen?
What you talking about? Sir, you see why it's confusion? You see the communist LGBTYP community BLM movement of this should not be tolerated because it creates this type of hypnosis. This is stupid. You just said, nigga. You just said it. Press one. You just said it. They taking care of niggas on welfare. But when have they ever? Well, when our people are on welfare like they are or have been, you will know. Just go to our community. Stupid.
That's a whole other conversation. Let's stick to the matter. Now, we was on vacation last week. I was at home in the low country, 843 all day, dropping the clues on for the 8. I was with my man, David Fordham. One day, he's the author of the books True Stories of Black South Carolina and Voices of Black South Carolina, both available on Amazon right now. And I'm bringing this up because we were downtown Charleston and Damon was taking us on a tour because I had some folks from out of town with me and they wanted to see Charleston, right? If you know anything about downtown Charleston, then you know Gadsden's Wharf, where they are building the International African American Museum, is a wharf where some researchers have estimated that 40% of enslaved Africans in the U.S. Came right through that. Okay, yes, researchers say it was the first.
Now, could you believe this? Books and this one, and you came. All of their whole side is to say you came from Africa. You didn't come from Africa. You see how they go right into the first African slave got here? The first people got here is in Ellis Island, fool, to even be reconsidered. But who else? Them only Africans and Europeans and East Asians and Asiatic people who came over here. My people, ain't nobody in our records got no African dialect, African, Nigerian, Ghanaian, none of this one. But their whole psychology is to get you off the plate. So anybody, Steve Coakley will tell you, anybody trying to remove you from your homeland is part of Agent Smith's program, are the architects. Press one. And who is the architect classroom? Who is the architect? Say it in my classroom. Go ahead. Type it in there. Who is the architect of this white supremacist matrix that we call America? Who is it? What's his name? Illuminati? Is that their name? The Anglo-Saxon Society's leader for his glory. Thank you. Thank you. Walter Plecker. This is where white, if you classify yourself as white in America, you are a white supremacist. If you classify yourself as black and see others as black, you are a white Anglo-Saxon Society member. Press one. And you are counterintelligence because you got to be stupid. You got to be stupid to be of Anglo-Saxon society or a Greek fraternity. Press one, claiming African centricity. And your main goal with your light-skinned, bald-headed ass is to convince me with your light-skinned self that I come from. Well, why don't you go and build and then show me? Press one. I'm proud of y'all. Y'all talking about y'all be proud of me. I'm proud of y'all. Walter Plecker. And if you carry that and you stay right there, you will see the architect in the Matrix, where they developed a way to keep you enslaved forever and ever, and for Zion to never be free. Press one. Press one. This is easy. It was. Anybody removing you from your homeland or calling you something out of crayon box is an agent of confusion. Facts. Facts. And I used to say, I'm surprised people don't know. Y'all just don't know until the right people come and show you. You just don't. That's how much in darkness this world is in. Y'all will allow y'all media personalities to play multiple sides of every coin to confuse you and to keep you in. They don't be confused when they get that sponsorship money and they worshiping Jay-Z. They don't be confused. That's what media is, confusion.
Destination for an estimated 100,000 enslaved Africans. So downtown Charleston in general knows a thing or two, or 100,000 about slavery. So yes, there's a lot in regards to slavery that's fresh on my mind. And I don't claim to be the highest grade of weed in the dispensary.
So you'll never be, because your terms of slavery, okay, your terms of slavery is we came over here on a boat in Charleston, Carolina. No. Y'all came over here on the boat. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Press one, a bunch of bandit pirates befriending the French to enslave people. Y'all can't prove me wrong. That's why they don't even want to battle. They don't even want to battle. I squashed Pan-Africanism because we not from there. Your story is similar, but you ain't came on no boat. They did. A bunch of Frenchmen, pirates, who came over here to further enslave you and reclassify you. Ain't no need to go back when you was in Adam and Eve and you was wearing Indian clothes. Press one with little leaves on. And no reason to go back that far. You stay right here in the 1900s. You stay right there with the Virginia Company. Press one. You ain't got to look no further because they wasn't here. The story of you coming from Africa is not real. Well, I'm coming from Africa is not real. 5,000 of us was not on no boat, peeing on each other and shitting, and showed up on Charleston and put it in there, and Amistad style and all that. No. Our bondage was different from what y'all trying to make it out to be. Y'all was part of the teams that was trying to enslave us. The British freed us. Press one. And the French are in violation of the Treaty of France, peace treaty. Press one. Press one. See, when you find out what they've done, once you take back your identity, you will find out that the French and Indian War, that's French and you. That's you and the French, because they was trying to enslave you. Press one. They was trying to enslave you, the French. And then they fucked around and gave you Lady Liberty. Why? Reclassification process. They can't let us know that the French was behind it. The Swiss. The Merovingians. Press one. That they were behind us. Why? This one. They would never think because, the Statue of Liberty. And they gave us that. And the Statue of Liberty was a black woman and blah, 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 blah. Press one. American history is a fantasy to white supremacists. That's why you call them. Remember when I said you got black people from the KKK? The KKK is the Anglo-Saxon Society. Press one. That's the Klan. That's who Marcus Garvey. That's who the Muslims. That's who they've been working with the whole time. So they gave you these people. Press one. They gave them to you. They produced these people to try to get you to go to Africa. And that Asia continent was the play over there. Press one. I'm over here getting it, G. We don't do French fries, fat boy. We like George Bush. We do freedom fries. Press one. Fuck the French. Puh, puh. But these white people can't say F the French because a lot of these Europeans are French. In German, press 1. So they locked in. God got them locked in. Ain't no going back. Press 1. You don't want to see which one of them gonna tell the truth. They locked in. Everybody's choosing. Everybody's being broken down. Even as far as this level of intelligence, right here at this university. Everybody's being situated right back to where they supposed to be. Facts. Before the pilgrims, we was here. Who are the pilgrims? Them. German, gypsies, 17, 18, 1900. But the 1900s, the reclassification, so they all can come here and benefit off of you. Through white supremacy, they get both. They get the privilege of minority and white supremacy to combine them. And they tell you to lift yourself up. Without you, they wouldn't have no electricity. They wouldn't have nothing that they see in front of them. This is why God got to fix it. You feel me? This is why God himself has to fix it. Because you got an arrogant Saxon Nazi regime empowered, cloaking itself as a freedom when it is enslaved. The whole nation is birthed off of slavery. Press 1, and I can prove it. The whole nation, not one nation, has been through what we've been through. But this nation, the Virginia Company, the American nation, is based off of slavery. It is called debt bondage, peonage. And it's a slavery we could never pay back if we don't file bankruptcy like Trump did. Press 1. Because it's illegal for these people to even hold us in this trafficked format after so many years. This shit is being, but these Swiss banks that nobody knows and nobody can talk to, and the money can be pushed through Swiss bank. Why? They don't never want you to find out that they are the slave traders, the French, the black French, the white European French, all of them. And that the American game is stocks and bonds. Press 1. And it's the traffic people throughout the world. Press 1. Facts. Without them even knowing. Without them knowing. And once I start researching all of this stuff, I say, damn. But our history was told to us kind of sideways and upside down. You up? Upside down and sideways.
Or am I the strongest avenger? But I have enough damn sense to know that slavery was not good for black families in America. Okay, it's really laughable.
He didn't say that slavery was good for black people, Charlemagne. He didn't say that. He said welfare was worse. Press 1. Welfare is way worse because it pats you on your head. When y'all go to black neighborhoods and see how many young black men and women are in welfare lines, laughing and smoking weed and having a fucking ball, press 1. You gonna wake up. I don't know where y'all live at, but go to LA, go to Detroit, go to the welfare office. It's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It's worse than debt bondage. At least debt bondage, we can pretend. Press 1. Them niggas can't even pretend. Press 1. At least I can go get in debt in the Benz and then look better. Shit. Press 1. At least I can go, at least my debt score, I call it the debt score. Y'all call it whatever. It enables me to acquire more debt. More than that one nigga over there. Shit. And press 1. Niggas out here, felonious out here. Press 1. And nobody's with us, y'all. Nobody. Y'all need a real American. That's it. That's it. Not a person brought here at the age of 3, blended in. No. You need a good old homegrown American. And that's what you need. Because all these foreign French black people from the Caribbean, press 1. Y'all know Amanda Seals? Y'all know Amanda Seals? Another one, a French. Press 1, a Swedish. Shaka Khan, Rizza Islam, Swedish. Hello, Sweden, little dude. Press 1. All these little bro. I told y'all. I told you Shaka Khan is auntie. Where's she at? Sweden, Switzerland. Everybody's in Switzerland. These are French. These are high dignitaries in France. It's time to tear them down. Freedom fries. Muslim, Christian, Scientology, whatever. Over here talking about the enemy this one, the enemy that one. Donald Trump is a racist. Donald Trump is not no dang racist. Y'all are racist. Y'all are racist. All y'all are racist. Press 1. I don't know how many times people got the words, every black leader say black, black, black. Black and I'm proud. And I don't want to change you from nothing. I want you to go with what you feel in your heart. Because most black people are dark in their heart. Press 1. I noticed that. Y'all people real good at putting on a fucking mask. Yeah, all that black pride is really shame. Press 1. Ain't no black pride. Because y'all broke. It's really a lot of makeup, a lot of costume jewelry. Let's be honest with ourselves. Yep, that's overspending. Overspending with the males. Press 1. Internal hate. Shame. You don't deny God this whole time. You just don't want to admit it no more. Y'all allow all these YouTubers to, oh yeah, ain't no God. No, man, God is about energy and the flow and this one and reptilians and energies and chakras and yogas and this one and Kalimans and I am God and the goddesses this one. Get the fuck out of here. I know you. No damn goddesses. You not Mother Earth. You not none of that shit. That's a fantasy. Press 1. I hate to tell you. I hate to be the one to tell you and break her back because you're not even paying attention. How y'all gods of the earth and you don't know your history? Press 1. Y'all know y'all makeup. Y'all know y'all dressing attire. Y'all know how to seduce niggas. Y'all know how to seduce ladies. Some y'all know a lot of shit. Niggas don't know their history. You don't know who you is. So that's what I learned knowing history is that people out here wearing a mask. People out here fake and people not as interested in God and finding out who they are in real life as much as I am and was. You feel me? Because everybody ain't playing. Press 1. Everybody ain't playing. I don't care what every day I'm learning more and more and more. I made learning more fun for me. My head don't hurt. You know how you learning stuff and your head start hurting? My shit don't hurt no more. That's where you want to be. You want to get to a place where it's just space. Just after you hit the ozone and the adrenaline is over and the ride is fucking bliss. You feel me? I don't want to hear about you crushing no Bible. So what? You can't crush. Go crush them dishes. Go crush them trash cans and take them to the recycler. You ain't crushing nothing. Call it in and crush something. You ain't crushing nothing but a weak ass crushed soda. That's all you get. Because you's a punk. That's why. You can't crush yours. You couldn't go take the brush and brush your teeth. Go crush that. Go crush that child support payment. Press 1. 3, go crush that shit, nigga. Telling me you gonna crush the Bible. Crush yourself, stupid. You can't crush nothing. I don't even want to play with you clowns on this Pan-African. Crush that. Tell me how all y'all gods and spiritual leaders and your spiritual practices does not exist. What are you praying to? Ancestors. What is this one? It's make believe. Prove yourself first before you get to disproving me. Prove yourself. Oh, sodomite ass people. Sodom and Gomorrah all the way. That's why your name Tommy Sotomayor. Sodom. And you hanging out with them. You're all sodomites and Gomorrites. Press 1. Now you fucked up. Now I'm on fire. Press 1. All your leadership is just Sodom and Gomorrah, bunch of niggas who don't know their history. And then get up here and tell me what the black woman won't do. Shit, when they know their history, they know what they do. Press 1. You ain't got to tell them. I ain't got no problems. Press 1. Y'all been blah, 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 Kevin this one, and then these black women don't follow, and Kevin don't understand because he's an international player and all this. I ain't got no problems, folks. Press 1. And when you know your history, it pays to be smart nowadays to know who you is. Being a rapper ain't cool no more. Being stupid and knowing you from Africa ain't enough no more. Ladies want more. Press 1. Koffee and KushTv. Koffee, KushTv, you on the air. What's up?
Hey, Kev, you dumb as shit. You told that nigga go crush his child.
go crush that.
Hey, Kev, you right, man, because we need to get rid of these Caribbeans, man, because as us black Americans over here, these people don't understand our pain, man, and they over here taking it for a joke. Like I try to call into them fake-ass Pan-African niggas. They want to just keep writing books and telling us this and telling us that. How y'all gonna tell us something y'all don't even come from what we come from?
Especially Brother Polite. Brother Polite comes from across the water.
Nigerian.
He's Nigerian. Look at his face. He don't know nothing about us. His spirit.
He looks like a spare tire, don't he?
All you gotta do, put me in a room with these niggas. I'm gonna ask him what type of cereal he ate when he was a kid. Do he know how to hopscotch? I'm gonna put him through the nigga test. He ain't gonna get none of the nigga questions right. Cause he's not us, bro. Put Kev up there and ask him, what's your favorite cereal? He gonna say Mud Rocks. Mud Rocks. What's the Cocoa something? What's the name of it? They gonna be struggling and shit.
Hey, Kev, you 100% right, man. I'm with you, man. I'm trying to help get these niggas out the neighborhood.
Only thing they know how to do is scam. They want your social security number, nigga.
Hey, Kev, I'm from Baltimore. We don't play that shit. You feel me? I tell that nigga, them New York niggas is not right. Not all of them.
Not all of them.
The New York niggas is why the world is where it was. When I was little, I did not even, hey, Kev, when I was little, I didn't even know Biggie Smalls was Jamaican. You feel me?
He's a foreigner.
He was a black
He's
ass.
a foreigner.
Yeah.
See?
I did not know these niggas was foreigners. I thought they was us.
You got once you do your research, it'll blow your mind. What the fuck?
Yeah, it blew my mind. Like you said, these niggas ain't grow up playing no scally. These niggas ain't grow up playing hopscotch.
No, nothing. Nothing, bro. Running through the jump rope with the girls, playing double dutch. Nothing, bro. They barely learn how to electric slide, bro. They just got this shit.
Yeah, these niggas don't know about going to the mall, catching no hacks. Ask that nigga he have a quarter hack to the mall. You feel me? Niggas don't know nothing about that, man. These niggas don't know. Ask him how he put his finger out to catch a hat on the street. I bet you don't even know what you talking about.
That nigga, listen, man, a lot of these people just need a rude awakening. And by displaying our intelligence of knowing who they are, they get it. Now, me just saying this stuff, they wouldn't even talk to me. Brother Polite wouldn't talk to me. Sarnetta scared.
I can't stand
None of them.
Yeah.
But it ain't about what we can stand. We got to use this information to squash these little fucking turds, because that's what information and truth do. It put out and it snap out the darkness. You see, me as a light worker, as I like to say, you feel me? I can go in the darkness and do well for myself, but they can't come when it's light outside and come play with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I can go all up in the Pan-African movement and talk this shit, but they can't come here. They stay afraid of what they know. Go ahead, King.
And you know, and I feel what you saying, because I can relate. You come from where I come from. I can't relate to them. And these people is so messed up in the head. They believe anything these people say.
Yes.
When I'm telling these people, they don't come from what we come from. Every time I call Garfield, sure, he gonna talk about, do I know where I come from? What does that matter?
He's Jamaican, right? He's Jamaican, right?
Yeah, he's Jamaican. He's Jamaican.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's a pirate. Guess what?
Right.
Do you know where you come from? And what do he believe? What do he believe? Africa? Do he believe this?
Right. He like they said, they double talk. They double
do
talk.
Do he believe he's from Africa, but he's from the island?
Right. But you over here telling us what we supposed to do. But why
He's
you in
French.
Africa telling them?
Because he don't belong in Africa. They'll kick his ass. He belong in France. That's why. These little weak Africans, they weak. They wouldn't survive in Nigeria, in Ghana. They wouldn't survive there. These little cute Teddy bears. What's his name? Garfield? Look, he look like a teddy bear. He look like Teddy Ruxpin. Little cute little
all
motherfucker,
of them
right?
funny looking. Yeah, all of them funny looking. All of them, they don't got no swag.
Nothing.
Them niggas don't know how to dress.
No,
Brother
nothing.
Polite had to wait till he scam people out of money to go buy some design.
And he looks
Real niggas don't
stupid.
even wear
He looks
designer.
stupid in his designer, don't he? Don't he look stupid?
Yeah, real niggas don't even wear designer no more. We don't even wear designer no more. We back on active.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. We back in t-shirts and jeans, bro. We back in our casual. Y'all niggas been doing way too. You look stupid with those women glasses
we see
on.
We see a nigga in Baltimore with our design on. We laugh at him, man, because we know he fake. You feel what I'm saying?
And he looks stupid, don't he?
Right, I ain't gonna take up much of your time, bro. Good talking to you, man. Real niggas do real things.
Thank you, bro. I love that. I love talking shit and making more people want to call in because they afraid. Ellie, I ain't got time for you. I ain't got time for you. Don't tell me about nothing. Don't tell the man. Jamaicans are the tribe of Benjamin, Kev. Listen, bro. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Y'all want beef with the team? What is y'all gonna do? Listen. Don't tell me about no tribe of Benjamin. You going off of what the Hebrew Israelites told you. Press 1. And don't tell me about who a tribe of nothing. Your tribe don't, because you the tribe of what you think you is. I said these people are French. I'm talking about. Y'all just trying to throw anybody. And y'all just trying, you don't know who nobody is. And like I told y'all, God already told you stop worrying about y'all genealogy. So y'all squash like this, like nutmeg. Press 1. Nah, we ain't caring you. We care about your truth. Tell me about this Pirates of the Caribbean. Tell me about that. I don't care about all this other stuff. That's man's knowledge from groups. Don't nobody want to be wrong. Every one of these groups still put Africa over there. Put Jerusalem over there. Africa, they've been proven with false maps this whole time. So let every man be a liar when he comes to the university. Press 1. They got to hold up their own fantasies. I'm not here to do that. I believe Jerusalem is here in America. Just that alone will offset that. May all know that because it makes them wrong. I believe Moses was here in America. I believe the flood happened here in America. I believe ancient Egypt is right here in America. I believe Atlantis is right here in America. And you can kiss my black ass. Yeah, bro, my reclassified black ass. I'm different. Koffee and KushTv, debate TV, you on the air. What's up?
Hi, Kev.
Bless, highly favored. What's up, L? What's on your mind?
Yeah, so, Jamaicans are the type of Benjamin.
So?
Oh, okay. So, all right. It's
what?
It's the truth. It's a fact.
So what? They're not American. They're not me. So what?
What do you mean? They are American. Jamaica is in the Americas. What you talking about? I'm talking
about a specific time period, okay? I'm not here to debate whether a Jamaican tribe there is us or are they from France. My people here at the university know what I'm saying.
No, what are you debating?
And you saying Jamaicans are Benjamin, but all Jamaicans ain't even the same bloodline. A lot of them are Europeans.
Okay, I agree. Well,
So what you talking about? So what you calling my show for?
What up? I'm Benjamin.
So what?
I'm American. What's up? And my people from Jamaica.
So what? What you telling me for?
All right, Kev.
Yeah, but what that got to do with me?
You saying that
Jamaica?
What are you saying about Jamaicans?
You trying to make this about Jamaicans, but I'm not doing this right here. I'm not doing that. What is it that you want to say?
I'm not doing that.
So what is it that you want? What is it that you want? You just mad because I said Jamaicans is Benjamin, so what? That's what you mad at? Okay, not so what? Fine, it's important. Fine.
You're being divisive. You're being divisive.
It's fun.
Yeah, you're being divisive, Kev.
Okay. What do you want from me? What do you...
I don't want anything. I'm done. I'll go back.
Where you from?
Done.
You from America? You
I'll
from
go
America?
back.
Are you from America?
Yes, I was born in America.
Good. America. Good. And your forefathers are from where? The islands?
My father was born in England, actually.
I told you was a European girl. Get up off my phone. Get the fuck on. I'm not, and listen, I'm not playing with y'all. Oh, you good? I'm not playing. That's right. You're an English European black woman. You just like I said. Get off my shit. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up when kings talk, woman. Shut your mouth. I don't even got to. Why debate? I don't even got to debate. You're French, you're British, you're not American. You were born here. You're a $5 American. Press 1. That's what you is. You're a $5 American. You pay $5. And a lot of y'all couldn't even pay the Titanic fee to get here, and you still owe the captain. Press 1. Tell this little woman to sit down when kings talk. Kev, bro. Hey, when a king talk, I just let them talk and confuse themselves. Press 1. She don't told herself. Where you from? Where your mom and daddy? Oh, well, okay. My daddy is from right here. My mama's from right here, right here. And her mama's from right here, right here. And her daddy from right here, right here. You can take your European ass home with your fake slavery story, black this one and that one. Point case proven. Press 1. Point proven already. Next. You got a problem in making this a Jamaican thing, and you ain't even Jamaican. A lot of y'all from different places in Europe, France, and all this other stuff. You're a slave trader, and that's who your father is. Press 1. He's a European black. Press 1. Y'all can't fool me. Y'all can fool the rest of it. I'm critical race theory right now. I'm in real time, baby. Ain't nothing you can say. If I was your man, you would have been called the police on me with as much knowledge as I got. I will overwhelm your dumb ass with so much knowledge. You be gonna call 911. Press 1. You gonna call? I'm gonna call the police because this nigga just wake up like this every day. That's right. Koffee and KushTv. You on the air?
What's going on, Professor? This is Mitch from Boston.
Shout out to Mitch, squashing all false ideologies this morning. What's happening?
I'm all right. Well, the last caller, I was feeling her a little bit that she said her dad from England because I don't know nothing about that. But, I'm just calling in.
To say you was feeling her a little bit until she said that?
Yes, sir.
That's the problem with us men.
Yes.
Soon as them women start talking, we start feeling them. Soon as they open their mouth. But you see how I wasn't feeling her from her inception. I didn't feel her at all because that's my knowledge and wisdom. That's the difference between my knowledge and your wisdom. That's why you got to sit there and learn how to deal with the woman. Sit down, woman, when the king is talking and listen and learn something instead of trying to input your false ideology on Adam because Adam ain't going.
Amen.
Press 1.
Amen. I agree with that. It's only because, my people are from Haiti and, from my understanding and my research, we are the natives of the island.
Good.
We are from the peninsula where we actually were the stronghold of natives when the French came and the invasions came. We are the descendants of the black, well, let me not say black, of the indigenous peoples that were enslaved on that island and revolted. There are many tribes. There are many nations that are in Haiti.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
talk to me, Kev. Talk to me, Professor.
That's a good story. That's a good story. But
okay,
this just happened real recent. No, they were French and English, and a lot of our grandfathers and grandforefathers can't even admit that they are French and Englishmen from Europe.
So are we saying that the islands were barren before these nations arrived?
Say it again.
Are we saying that the islands were barren with no peoples, no indigenous peoples on them?
A lot of islands were barren. A lot of them were, but them specific islands, those specific islands was a hub for the transatlantic slave trade ran by the British African Royal Company. And that's why a lot of those blacks was over there came from Europe and was housed there to become Americans, Americanized and work here for the store company, Virginia Company. And to put themselves in debt bondage. Don't Haiti owe a debt to France?
Haiti does owe a debt to France because of the revolt, and that was
that's right. So how they owe for the how do Haiti owe them for a revolt? That don't make sense. So, you understand?
I can actually explain that. I've lived in Haiti a few years. I can actually explain that. So when we overthrew the French, we had people amongst us that were posing as us, but were actually working for the royals.
That mean they were black too.
No, they were light skinned black.
Nah, bro. To blend in.
They were black.
Nah, they was black. You said mulatto. A black Frenchman is a little lighter, but a lot of Haitians are a little light. Dominican. Call them Dominican if you want to. The Dominicans. Okay, then let's talk.
Those are the traders. Well, I'm just. It's
that's why Sanetta Dominican. That's Sanetta Dominican.
Right. Oh, I hear you. When you said that, I be laughing my ass off. I be laughing my ass. Right?
Come on, baby.
I see it. Black head ass. I see it. But what I want to say is that this may be remedial. This debate may be remedial, but there is a distinction between freedom fighters and the oppressors and every nation. Just like we have black Americans here that were selling out, things like that. Our actual indigenous leader was assassinated at the time of the revolution, and it was taken over by these traders. These are the ones that they call Creoles in Louisiana. How did y'all
end up with a debt after claiming independence?
So when the freedom fighters, Toussaint, he was actually what his problematic with him is he was an indigenous, but he really believed in the colonial system. So when he actually defeated the French, he accepted a meeting on the shores of Haiti, and he was captured on the boat. Wait a minute.
So this leader agreed with the colonials?
Yes, one of them. Well, he was a slave, quote unquote, and he was raised in the not royal court, but he was raised he was a slave raised man that he was able to read.
He wasn't slave, bro. He was raised up.
Okay, all right, and that was just one of them, and then
just like Marcus Garvey was raised up, who I call the Black Napoleon.
Right. Well, this guy, he's the one who defeated Napoleon, and so when he was captured, there was another leader by the name of Dessalines. Dessalines, he was assassinated by the two
How did they go into debt, sir? How did they go into debt?
I'm actually getting to that.
Sir, make it simple, sir. You going from assassination to assassination. How did they how? You can't answer this because they'll never get out of debt.
Simple one word. Let me give you one word.
Bro, you just try to give me 3 times. Come on, man. All right, go ahead.
Go. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So we were co-opted. Short answer. We were co-opted. Co-opted and made to believe, and since then there's been public government since.
Sir, how did y'all end up, sir? The Haitian independence is a fantasy.
Infiltration, sir.
It's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. You're not free, sir.
Excuse me?
Haiti is not free. It is not independent for they owe money. It is not.
You are correct. You are completely correct. You are completely correct. You are completely correct.
And it's a French disaster. It's a French disaster. And the Clinton Foundation was big in Haiti. Yes. So and they are associated with the French. Money goes through over there, and
the elite. But they're still eating our babies down there.
I don't know about that. I don't want to go into that. What I'm into debt bondage. I see you avoiding. You ain't really saying how y'all independent. Y'all not independent, sir.
I never I
And
never
you
said we
only
are
agree with the sister because she's of British descent, like you.
No, not at all. Because I thought I thought she was a maroon like my tribe.
No.
I thought she was actually a maroon.
No,
but
she's
she's not.
British.
She's actually part of the colonial bloodline.
She's a colonial bloodline.
Yeah, she's colonial bloodline.
She's of the African royal. She's of the British royal family, sir. They
Yes, sir.
they blended
Yes,
in.
sir.
They brought blacks
She
to
may not
blend
have
in with
known
you guys. She don't know. She probably
may
just
not
got
have
woke
known
up. She just got a history
she
lesson.
didn't know it, but she did. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But there are still people, and today maybe due to the oppression, you may not see a lot of correct, upstanding, managed. I'm sorry to say it, but the indigenous people they've been pushed to the point where they're at the bottom of the food chain, and they never are represented in the correct manner. And those that attempt to represent them, like these black leaders in America, try to represent the real black indigenous population.
But hey, the Maroons are Moors, right?
No, that was a misconception. We are the ones that fought back in runaways. We're the runaways. We're the ones who actually fought back and did not. We rather die or live amongst the trees and the tree lines instead of work on the plantations. And we came back. We tried to free our indigenous people.
When y'all tried to free? When y'all free? So y'all tried to free the American?
No.
You damn right not know.
Talk about it. No, that was another effort where they say the Haitians actually came and fought in the Civil War and things like that.
They did. They fought with the Confederates.
Yeah. And that is what I would say was
those blacks that we see in the photos of all those blacks that died in the Civil War. A lot of those were foreign blacks that fought with the Confederacy. They came from Haiti. They came from Barbados. They came from the island.
Correct.
Yes, those because what I'm telling you, you saying correct. I'm telling you, Haiti helped the colonials enslave Black Americans.
The elite of Haiti. Well, let me just say
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know. You talking about no. They are traitors to us. Your bloodline, more than likely, fought with the colonials. Hold on. You already said that your indigenous leader worked with the colonials, and you were giving him all the praise. So he was part with them.
He did not. He actually he thought that he could engage with them on the same level that they engaged with each other, and was captured and was taken over. He believed in something that was not for him.
So he was a freedom fighter that believed in the colonials' way of life. That doesn't make sense. That don't make sense.
Well, I know that when you put it that way,
y'all history is just as diluted as ours. We got food and trick, bro.
We got trick, freedom trick. Yeah, you talk about it. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying anything like that. I'm just saying that God's people are scattered. A lot of us don't know who we are. A lot of us don't know why we're going through the troubles we're going through. A lot of us don't know why we're targeted generation after generation. And it's time to wake up. We don't. There are enemies living amongst us, right up under our bellies. Yes, and I understand that. And it's just something that people need to understand.
Who is us?
Well, I'm saying the indigenous people, God's people that act.
No, but I'm talking about slaves. U.S. I'm talking about us slaves in America.
Okay. What about them?
Us.
Okay.
Well, we not us, because you said them and you.
No, I didn't know where you were coming from. I don't want to get into particulars of semantics and language. I'm just saying what really is God's people that were attacked, captured, put into slavery for what they're worth. That happened in the Americas, and my people suffered from that in the location that we come from.
May have, but your people may have been a participant in the enslavement. Because if they fought with the Confederacy, then they all came against the people of the Americas. All of the tribes of the Americas.
Well,
if the French, we don't know. You already, most likely, you a Frenchman, or you come from African royal bloodline.
Not at all.
You probably did. If you from Haiti, you more than likely.
We've been there. We've been there, and where I'm from, when we talk about like there's been an expedition actually.
Because your history is different from ours. What affected us, our whole lineage was wiped out. Y'all still have y'all lineage. Y'all still have these things. Y'all may have been fucked out of y'all may have been fucked out of a deal. You may have been fucked out of a deal to enslave people. But nevertheless,
so I have a question, Professor.
Yes.
What happened to those slaves that were transported, taken from the Americas and dumped on the islands and traded around? Those people that were working the lands of these Caribbean places, who are the ones who are those people? Where are they now? They're all dead, and everybody on those islands is just colonial people looking like past slaves. Like, where are the people that were on those islands, that were God's people, that were
You keep talking about God's people. You keep talking about that world. I don't even know why everybody clinging themselves on to God people when they don't know who they are.
I know who I am. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but y'all keep saying, the last sister kept saying the tribe of Benjamin, and turns out she's an English woman.
Oh, yeah, I'm not talking like that, though. and sir, I just want to, listen, this is a great conversation. There's a lot coming out of this. This is a great conversation. I'm not offended at all. But at the end of the day, I know what I stand on. I know, and I understand the plight that we're dealing with. I understand where you're coming from. So we need this. We need this firm.
Yeah, you need to know. Yeah, a person needs to know.
Yeah.
Are they a Native American?
Correct. So, fun fact.
That's the real. That's the meat and potatoes. Is the Haiti people in the inception?
Yeah.
Native Americans.
Is not one
Native Americans.
Yes.
Of course, Haiti is not one people because I know the truth. The truth is a lot of different blacks from different nations in Europe. I know they're not one people.
Yes,
I'm with you, as far as North American Native Americans, we're all one people, different tribes.
Yes,
That's why I'm trying to tell you, y'all are different nations and came as a confederacy against the Native. And helped out the colonials.
That's not we. When you say y'all, that is another fact.
You said you was Haiti. So when I say Haiti, I'm speaking of Haiti.
Right. And you're speaking of the people that are in power.
I'm not talking about no damn power. I'm talking about the children who was born there.
Nah, it's not. It's like you just said, it's not one people. So
Sir, you're not listening.
Yes, sir.
It's a confederacy. Haiti's multiple peoples living there. Different European, East Asian nations, African nations that came over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're different from us, the Native Americans, who was here, who made the deals. Sir, you're having a problem. Look, he's like the Matrix. You know, when Neo started taking the truth, he started hyperventilating and shit. Sir, calm down. Have some breakfast, milk, and cookies. Something. It's not that hard, bro. So y'all don't want to play. Y'all don't want to admit that you're European blacks because y'all up here talking about the European, and you European. That Sinetta's European. A lot of people on them islands, most of them are Europeans, from Germany to black Germans to black Frenchmen to black British. Just like Marcus Garvey, after he was extradited up out of here, what happened? Where did he go? Who got him out of jail? Walter Plecker, the KKK. So the KKK get niggas out of jail. Press 1. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air. Press 1. I can't hear you. Your sound is, all I hear is motorcycles. It must be cruise. Texas must be cruising today. What's going on, B from Texas?
We still working with our hands. We gotta eat, man.
Come on, family. What's so good? What's so good?
I'm hearing the callers. It seems like all the foreigners coming out. They want to cleave themselves to us. I can understand, but man, I put it like this, man. That like you told them, our story is not the same. We are from here. Our foreparents were born here. You know what I mean? Like my people from Louisiana, like I said before, man. And I can go back and I don't see no Africa or no other country. We from right here, and the rights that we have and the things that we owe, they're not owed. They did not. Whatever happened in their country, we understand, but damn, you not me, brother. Damn.
Nigga, when it's time for us to motherfuckers get some consideration in the check, everybody like, come on, bro. We all black and melanated. Hold up, B. Everybody get a check.
Who is we?
Hold up.
Who is we?
What you
we
say?
Don't get none of them checks.
Would you say they trying to cleave? They trying to cleave on to Jacob?
Cleave on to Jacob, and then what you trying to tell them? I'm gonna give it in a way that they might understand. You remember those that used to watch wrestling? Hulk Hogan theme song. I am a real American, sir. That's what it. Hey, that's what it is.
He knew it though. He knew that he don't want to get to the truth in his life where he may be European, and he may be more European than he is Haitian natives. Where did they go? Them islands was a central hub of slave trade, the African slave trade, which was handed to the blacks of Europe, who considered themselves the British African royal family. And if you call yourself black, African anything, you are owned by that company. You are associating yourself with them. And we all are we not?
That's what it is. Debt slavery, and we like you saying, and that's the topic, debt slavery. We ain't say prove y'all stuff. It's about us. It's about the people. It's about the native people and how everybody get their chance to do what they got to do and to get their reparations restored and talk about their plight or whatever. That's okay, but that's not our business today. Our business is how the American blacks got into debt slavery. How we as an American black haven't been compensated for anything.
That's right. So, don't tell me about French slavery. What's going on in Mexico? Chinese. What's going on in Venezuela and Cuba right now is my time now. I don't want to hear about let me say this before you go, because you made a good point that people let us get ours. And y'all can't be hating on us. I think we finding out who hating. Man, there's a lot of people who gonna come against us, growing in who we are, and you getting what's due to you. People gonna hate, and that materialism hate gonna surface on the surface. You gonna realize that ain't nobody with us but us. Ain't nobody with us.
That's it. Ain't no we, it's us.
It's just us. Ain't no we and us.
See, they go that French again. You feel me? They with the we. Right.
What did OG Carey say from the Nipsey Hustle thing? That's when I realized it was just us. It was just us, baby. It's just us.
That's it, man. And my thing is, like, man, you can't force yourself up on us or make your story the same as us.
That's right.
Because it's many dark-skinned people around the world, but man, this ain't this and that ain't that.
That's right.
We just gotta stay focused.
And what's the topic?
If you really want to be down,
tell them the topic. What's the topic, B?
Man, the topic is the American natives, so-called black, and how us became and got into debt slavery.
Yes,
that's the topic.
The topic is how did we get into slavery?
Right. Now I'm from Britain. I'm from there. I'm from this one. I'm from that one. No, man, that's not what we're talking about. I feel what you're saying to a degrry, but that's not what we're talking about, man. Like my last name.
I know you was going crazy. I know you was. You know the fuck we talking about? We ain't talking about y'all. I know you must have been tripping while you was working.
Man, I'm on the forklift. I'm like, man, I'm calling in. I tried to let him, speak his piece. I thought he was gonna get back on topic, but you trying to force? There y'all go again, trying to force us to a false narrative for ourselves. That's not us. I can't sit up here and say I'm from somewhere else, and I'm not. And if they real, if they want to be real people and they want to support us, man, support us.
Yeah.
But don't sit up here and try to. I'm from Japan and I'm native too. We're
not talking about natives from Philippines.
That's not the topic, man. We're talking about American Negro. American Negro.
who
That's
was
bro.
reclassified in 1913 by
Walter Collector and his associates. Did Walter Collector reclassify y'all, sir?
No, he didn't. They really kept. No, they are Haitian, and they are different nations within Haiti. That's what they are. So they didn't reclassify y'all. We had our whole heritage stripped from us. You Asian folk and you black folk who come from different nations, stop saying y'all us. We got a different struggle and owe different reparations than y'all little railroad factories that y'all chose to work on and mine out and all this other stuff. We were really fucked in this business. Go ahead, King.
Man, it's the same thing going on. They did this conversation like they did our forefathers.
Come on.
Y'all some pirates, man.
Pirates.
You came over here and that was a pirate move. You
trying to hijack.
Look. That's it. God told us about trying to spirit by the spirit. Your spirit is the spirit of a pirate,
that's
bro.
Right.
Like, this man, you gave him the benefit of the doubt. You was like, hey, man, that's not what you told him. And he tried to, who himself out of there, but then he came right back to that pirate spirit. So, man, look, we got to tell you the truth.
The sister was more honest. Well, she finally realized, wait a minute, my dad was born in England. Yes. Now, I'm not saying. I
love tea.
Yeah, I just like the information. This is not I know it'd be sounding like it because we Afro-Americans waking up and we got a cold sense of humor, but we finding humor in us waking up at the reality of our situation. Go ahead, King.
And it's a little humorous to see it play in real time.
Yes.
Man, y'all really are y'all really are pirates.
Yes.
Whatever we do, everybody want to do. And hey, I bet you some police come down me and Kev and all us up on the block. He's gonna be, hey, no, I'm from France. You're not gonna want to be down with us.
Yeah, bro. I'm not. So, if we walking up the street with illegal marijuana, you gonna say, "Sir, I'm from Britain. I'm not around."
Right. Then we're gonna be like, hey, man. Hey, where your boy go? We see him in a neighborhood because, they over here in the neighborhood, and they've been here a couple generations, but we telling you we've been here from our inception, man.
Yes.
That's from Genesis, man.
Yes.
Make it simple. That we've been here since the beginning, man.
Why you don't think Sonetta and them like to talk about debt bondage?
Because they are part of the problem, then they make money off of these false ideologies.
It's all about ideals. Wakanda.
Man, look, here in Houston, we got a large African community. I had my own business doing tile and wood floors, and I took a couple of jobs with them. Yeah. And a lot of them, they don't treat us right, bro. That's not a brother the way they treat us. Yeah. Not saying all Africans. I'm not, it's not about.
I know what you mean,
but man. But my thing is, man, it is true, man. I was like, man, why do they have something against us like this? Now I know. Y'all part of the Confederacy.
Yes.
The Confederacy of Psalms 83.
Yes.
Psalms 83 Confederacy.
And what is that? So, what is that? Tell the people what that is.
Psalms 83 tells all the nations that David was prophesying, and God told us all the people who were going to be confederate against you.
That's Psalm 83?
Psalms 83. Start at chapter 1, go all the way down. And at the end, he said he gonna let everybody know who his name is. God's going to do that. So, hey, y'all can keep playing if y'all want, man. Y'all, this ain't no game. It's for real, man. It's for real. Our people have suffered, have done a lot of different things, work for nothing. Imagine being at work indefinitely and not getting paid what you work, man. Come on, man. It's not right.
Remember that video I showed? Right. Remember that lady said
with that sister?
Yeah, that sister say
with 12 kids?
Yeah, with 14 kids. And he said, you think 14. You can ever pay this 14? You can ever pay this debt off? She said.
No,
that hurt, bro.
No,
that hurt, bro.
Yeah, that hurt. Because that looks like one of my great aunts.
Was she African? Was she African?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
She was an Indian.
Not at all. Not at all. And a lot of these places, they think that's over there. They renamed them. Like you talking about the fake pyramids and everything. And I don't want to get off subject, but man, they renamed a lot of places from over here over there.
Oh my God, I got Psalm 83 in my hand, sir.
There you go, man. Hey, there you go. Well, hey, look, Kel. Hey, look, I snuck away. I got to jump back on, but hey, I appreciate you answering my call. But I have to represent for our people.
Thank you,
You know
Campbell.
what I mean? Because everybody call in and represent for what's right, man. For what's right.
Thank you, Captain.
All right, thank you, brother.
My man B. And that's what B say. B say, he got that pirate spirit. He tried to hijack it and turn it into a conversation about we all and black and what you saying and do you not like us and whatever. And I'm not even talking about none of that. All that is arising because this topic that a real American is talking about here, and that is our reparation, was due to us, our reparations and restitution and reclassification. I'm the only person on the planet calling for the reclassification and reinstallment of who we were before we were in color, black and white. Press 1. We don't operate in the color of law. We operate off the law of the land, which is given to us by our sovereign God. And that is based, the 10 commandments is just like the 10 amendments. Don't do nothing else. Don't go no further than the 10 amendment, the Bill of Rights. Those right there. Them the rights right there. The law of the land is the Bill of Rights. And anything over and trying to amend that is a threat towards freedom. Koffee and KushTv, you're on the air, including the Constitution. Go ahead.
Freedom Fries. This Big Two calling in.
What up, Big Two?
Man, all I know, you said one thing, you is you, and you is not me.
Yes.
You know? And I appreciate that. They coming in, infiltrating like they always do.
Yes.
Trying to claim and take everything that's what's ours and take a piece of. And I just want to say thank you for keeping our head straight to the Lord, our God, Jesus Christ, on a daily basis, you know, because this is not just a classroom all the time. It's a lifestyle, you know. It's a lifestyle. You have to be a part of this on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
And us understanding as individuals, you know, as an individual, we have to make our steps and take that walk and have that conviction, you know, because without that conviction, we have nothing. You can't build on nothing without conviction, you know, and understanding about who you are as an individual. And until you get that right, there is how can I say that there will be no peace in the heart, and your heart will never be as light as the feather, doing the wrong things, and not even being able to say I'm sorry for what I've done or what my forefathers have done to hurt the people of this nation.
Yeah, they've been brought to a place where they're not gonna have a choice.
You know,
you see the evidence of what I'm saying is trickling down everywhere, where they calling it critical race theory, and they afraid of them knowing about their past. Now I'm realizing these pirates of the Caribbeans and these pirates of Europe are all afraid of the truth, and not just any truth, the real truth of history and time and how this stuff really happened and how we ended up being bond servants to them and owing them when we were freed by the first bank, the British. Where did this French empire come from? Who are these blacks that came in association with these colonials to further enslave us through bonds and become the middleman of our lives? Go ahead.
Yeah, and they came here and they had these wars they fought over and over.
Yes.
With these false gates that they cannot, how you call it? Their theories that they pushed upon us to subvert us further and farther away from the truth. And what you're doing, you done brought the goddamn government, you know, into this thing where they realize in critical race theory and they want to have a discussion about
That's
it,
right.
you know, about their inheritance.
Because
They're not
it's
talking
real.
about Let
me tell you something, Big Two. Whenever you got the government like this, that mean they heard something. See, when this knowledge hit the earth, it ain't like the rest of this shit that y'all being used to. Like Nip say, this ain't that normal shit y'all used to now. This ain't that weirdo shit y'all used to. This knowledge gonna trickle up all the way up to the gods, not trickle down. It's gonna trickle up, and it's gonna start right here at the base level.
Yeah.
And you can call it what you want, critical race, But the reality is you're afraid of your truth being shown publicly. Even though you know the truth because you've written it in your history of what you've done to these people. You don't want them in real life to wake up to who they are and know, literally be taught what they've been done because you and your kids. Well, let me ask you this. What if your kids was taught they was from Africa to uproot them and they was given vaccines and polio and experimented on and sterilized and ripped away from their families through Planned Parenthood and the state taking them away on drugs and making them do slave labor for corporations? And what would happen after 100 years of that? You know, they don't think about that.
Yeah, because people want to fight. People want to stand up for what they believe in, you know, and you have to stand up and fight because ain't nobody else going to do it from you because that's your kids. Yeah. You know, like you said, Kevin, your kids, your family members, you know. Somebody has to fight for them, and if you ain't going to fight for what's right and the truth about what's been happening, ain't nobody else going to do it for you.
Right. Now, that's facts. Nope. And you got all these people talking about God ain't real, but here we are at Psalm 83, like, and this going to prove it right here with the Confederacy. I got it in my hand. This is in the Bible. That's why they say God ain't real, Kev, your white Jesus, your Bible, and all these are the Pan-Africans. These are these people attacking me, you see. Sarnetta head ass folk. And here we are right here. I've been telling people it's been a confederacy against you. The Confederacy won the war. It's right here written.
It's written. Yeah. And the only reason why I'm on YouTube, this is the first time in my life I ever been on the YouTube streets where I'm actually talking and having a live discussion. Because all before that, I wasn't taking a part of because I'm like, you spotted 1,000 miles away. You ain't me. You wearing a goddamn this hat, this nicer Columbus hat, just in another color disguise.
Right.
You didn't go to school where I went to school. Right. And like you said, the cereal that the people was eating. You know, we eating Kaboom and damn Captain Crunch and shit like that. What the hell they was eating over there? I do not know. You know. I eat grits at my house. You know?
So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Along the topic of today's show, what do you think about it? What do you think about what I'm talking about today on today's show?
I think it's beautiful that we're learning. A lot of people are learning about who they are and how we separate. We have to separate ourselves for those people. Because all they're going to do is infiltrate. And I just appreciate what you're doing.
They're going to change the argument. They're going to change the argument and make it about black and everybody and this one and that one. Well, then it's not about everybody. And it's not about this. It's about a specific group of people who was done.
And what did you say earlier?
What?
You said something earlier about Moses was here. Everything was here. Everything was found here.
Yes.
And Aboriginal people. It's about God's people in the Americas.
Yeah.
And that's the baseline. That's the bottom line. You can't go no further. And he's revealing everything. It's been a year and a half now, Kev? That it's been a revelation. It's been a revelation that's been coming into fruition right here, you know, on these YouTube streets, and you bring it to the people. And I just want you to keep doing what you're doing, Kev.
Don't got a choice. Thank you, champion.
Thank you.
My man. Mitchell Simulin, are you going to call in or are you going to just keep saying dumb stuff? Are you just going to call it in? I keep telling y'all. I'm keep telling y'all. Are you gonna be a chat room banger? Or are you gonna call it in? Are you gonna be a big boy today and call it in? If not, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up. Nobody want to talk to you. Hey, Amanda, toss him out. Just toss him out. Don't even allow him to talk. I don't like men who are afraid to talk. You know what I'm saying, family? I just don't like that. You're afraid to talk. Don't even talk to me in that chat room. Coffee and KushTv, you on the air. What up?
How's it going? This is Mitchell Samillion in the chat room.
What's up with you?
I just called in. I ain't Mitch from Boston. I was just, trying to be respectful in the chat room, but still standing my ground. I just wanted to say that we original peoples of the islands do want the truth to come out. Nobody wants to claim any other identity but the identity that those of us who know about ourselves. That's all I want to say, sir.
Sir, the only thing that I say is stay on topic.
Yes, sir.
So anything you want to say along the topic?
I love the work you're doing.
I don't want to hear that. Y'all be trying to change the subject into something else. I'm not Wallow and Gilly. I'm a professor. I'm a real teacher. I'm not the rest of these people put here to entertain you. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Give me some truth when you talk about my subject or move on. Koffee and KushTv, Las Vegas, you in the building.
Oh, this is El calling back.
What's going on?
You hung up on me.
What's up?
Well, I'm just gonna let you know that you're not more American than me. Like you going on.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not. Listen, I'm not here to play these little women ass games with these old out of bounds ass women. Go get your life together, get you a husband, and find somebody who loves you. I don't care about what you talking about. You ain't talking about shit. South Central in the building. You ain't talking about shit. Nothing. Give you 2 minutes of my time and you talking about something I don't even think you English. Go on somewhere now. You don't find I gave you a good place to start. Now you talking about I'm not more American. What you don't think. What you don't think as if that's a substance. I'm talking about reality. You tell me about what you don't think. I don't care about what you don't think. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't care about what you think. 424-209-9506. Some of y'all people don't even know. Don't even know, G. Talking, G. Tell me about feelings and all this other. I don't care. Put y'all best voices on. Oh, hi. I don't want to. I just find you're not more American than me. Girl, I am more American than you. I am more American than you. Y'all don't got no cute voices. That shit ratchet. That shit is old. Shit played out. Kev elevated all the way up here. All this hee hee ha ha. That shit ain't getting no play. I'm sorry for your luck.
Miss Diane.
Koffee and KushTv. No feelings involved. You on the air. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Miss Diane from. Today I'm in San Diego, but originally from Las Vegas. How you doing?
I'm great. Trying to weeze through the callers. So
I know they playing today. They in their feelings, but we know who we are. And I was calling about the topic, and you saying the debt bondage. And I want to give a little short story about that. My daughter's father was killed before she was born.
Oh, wow.
So for that little period of time, I had to get on welfare, right?
Right.
Now, mind you, it was only about 2-3 months. Now, mind you, by the time it came to pay that, because I started working, and it seemed like they got mad when I started working, but they didn't garnish my check, anything like that. Yeah, but let me tell you what happened. Now, something happened with my daughter when she had a baby. Do you know they took out of her welfare check that year she was on welfare the money that I was supposed to pay back some 20 years later?
They put it on her?
So that's on her check.
Oh, that's the welfare system. That's debt bondage. I told you.
Right. So that's debt bondage. 20 years later. So if we're not in debt bondage, then what is it? That's what that's the topic, right?
See, that's why I had to get off that psychology. I remember stepping on welfare. I did real bad. I was just like, man, I gotta go get this shit. And I remember standing there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I can't get this. This is something else. And I remember stepping out as a man. I was just like, whatever, dog. I'll just do it by myself. Somehow stepping out this line is the appropriate thing for me because it may not affect you. It may affect your kids.
Right. And that's what exactly it did. It was like I was on there 3 months, and I'm telling you, as soon as I got off, it seemed like they got upset. Like, what the heck you leaving for? Shouldn't you be wanting to stay on this? We know she don't have a father. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She be happy to be in this system.
Don't she need something?
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and get off because we're traveling and my husband's gonna put on the traveling music. So thank you.
Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. But see, I'm trying to tell you. I tried to tell you. The welfare system is worse. It's debt bondage. Press 1. That's why the welfare system was directed at black women. Press 1. Let me say this again. This is why systematic racism was applied on us. This is why welfare was, they always say why it was pushed. And they made us go in. This is why it's debt. Do you understand what I'm telling you, Craig? I'm the only one that's telling you this. I'm not just saying, oh, they wanted us to be, oh, nigga, oh, man, all right, like this one and this one. And no. We're going to beat them with simplifying it and shitting it back. Very smart. You put us in debt bondage and we didn't know. And that's what the welfare system is. Is welfare worse than overt slavery? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because slavery had a time limit. Press 1. Press 1. It took the second round of slavery where these Frenchmen, these Europeans, blacks and whites got together and found a creative way through stocks and bonds in your birth certificate, which was your birth record, before they turned it into a certificate. Press 1. We got to get back to the Bill of Rights if you want to be free. And the Constitution, if the Constitution says anything about 3/4 of a man, it is placed as, it is not the Constitution, it's the Articles of the Confederacy. Press 1. Critical Race Theory 101. You don't have a Constitution. You have Articles of Confederation placed on the Bill of Rights. Press 1. That's what you got. And a lot of y'all don't want to admit that. I was raised in the United States. I ain't graduate shit. God got me here. If I would have graduated, I'd be just like y'all. If I would have really studied and brainwashed myself into thinking the Constitution freed me, and I would have believed Abraham Lincoln freed me, and this one and that one and this one and that one, when the reality is these are the people that put me into debt bondage. Press 1. These are the people when the revolution had to keep us and to fight the British, who was authoritative figure in the world, telling them that the African slave trade and the American slave trade and the transatlantic slave trade was illegal. These people went to war. And then now in the future, you got people, Confederates and Nazis running around talking about they're Americans, talking about, yeah, 4th of July. When it was the indoctrination of slavery, of slave bondage. Press 1. Ellis Island. Don't get the two histories confused. Your first bondage and your second bondage. Press 1. Your first one was one way. Your second one was a replication, but a more senile, but a more concentrated, you will never wake up from this. And the simple fact that you got crack babies knowing this now. Grew up in the 80s, 90s. Official crack babies. Press 1. And made it through all of the struggles that this pirate system threw at you, only to realize what your bondage is. And it's not, and it is a choice. And when you see those pictures and videos of your people in plantations, it's because they owed a debt. A lot of countries helped with France. Press 1. A lot of countries helped with France. Haiti and the islands was a part of that. Press 1. It was a part of the French destroying the indigenous people of North America, the native Indians at the time. Press 1. This is where you get the French and Indian War 7 years prior to the American Revolution. Press 1. Which broke the Treaty of Paris, which made them breakers of a treaty and still broke the treaty. They tried to say they friends with a false Statue of Liberty, but there's no friendship in that. When they further reclassified the Indians to being colored people and living color, press 1, and brought them as Americans, foreigners. and gave them the $5 Indian or American pass when in reality they're Polish, British, French, Swedish, and many other nations that choose to come in here. I just showed y'all the video. You feel me? 424-209-9506. I'm not here to play with y'all. But a lot of people need a grand awakening. And I'm not here to play with people that's just being playing. My information is for real. You can go study this. You can go study this. This is called debt bondage. Okay? This is the type of slavery that you are involved in. And you got foreigners like Gilly the Kid. That's a foreigner. You see how all of these people are getting exposed? Press 1. You see how all these people are getting exposed as pirates and copycats and scam artists, and when they explanations they telling on themselves, man, stop snitching, man. Come on. All of these people under the guise of black is putting a bad name on me and my people. When in reality, these are Dominicans, Frenchmen, and all a bunch of other different people. They can go home. Press 1. They all portraying through
hip-hop. So Cubans in Miami are now blocking streets.
A false hip-hop culture that we all the same. Black culture is hip-hop. And through that, it's like saying they Americans. You know what I'm saying? And y'all embrace that. Yeah, they wear their hat to the side. China Mac people don't give two fucks about you. Press 1. Oh, we Nagas. No, we not. That's the Nagasaki family. That's Chinese communists. Press 1. Y'all on some other shit. Y'all all let Wu-Tang Clan and all these other subvert you off your own land. Old Dirty Bastard was the only one who knew. Press 1. He knew he was an Indian. Press 1. Koffee and KushTv, you on the air. What up?
What's up, kid? This is B from Ohio.
Talk to me, champion.
What's up? Just on topic. So, what I come to realize through all the teaching they gave us and everything, pretty much all the social services is our debt, is our contract that put us in the debt bondage. Everything they guide to us is security or like welfare, social security card, any of the amenities that the corporation or the American or the French, that was the bondage. That's what that was the way of the contract. They guys get some beneficial to you or some type of security. Like everybody needs insurance. Everybody needs welfare. Everybody needs a social security card. That's why, like, before 1913, I don't think people born here had
no
social security card.
No, they didn't have it. That came with the bank. That came with the Federal Reserve.
They come with the Federal Reserve. So all that, them things is brought to us, guys, is security blankets or making you feel like you was a part of this corporation.
Yes.
They threw away or burnt all our history and kept it from us. Like, I don't know, like, we've been good to it. It seemed like right there between 1850 and 1911, that's the history that they really want us to not know.
Yes.
It's right there. The transaction was occurring.
Yes, yeah, because that's where the transaction occurred, and that's one of the reasons why I had us focus in on that time when your gold went missing and all of this stuff, and when you went from a backed by gold to not being backed by gold, what laws was being passed to make this happen, and so forth. You just walked right into slave debt.
Yep, you walk right in. Unknowingly,
yes,
thinking you was doing something to help out your family, but actually you were selling your family into bonds.
Yep.
But, corrupt. I mean, that's the most corrupt thing that ever could happen.
Yep.
To any people.
And for it to be the Aboriginal people, God's people, like right now coming out of it, you know it was a hard journey. Like this has been the hardest rock of my life. Like just coming to grasp and understanding. Like when you younger than the majority of your family, but you know more than them, and you try to touch them with teaching them how to embalm, with teaching them what welfare truly is, the Federal Reserve. It really ain't no way you can do it. Cause it's like God put his hands on the people that he knew he was going to give ears to hear. Everybody want to go out ears to hear the truth because they want to understand it.
Yes, sir. And that's why I always say, people don't know, but it's a confederation. The Confederates won the war, and you got to grasp it. And it's going to take a while. I don't expect everybody to get it, but I'm going to go hard every day to make sure at some point in time, it's going to resonate, and you're going to say, wow, there it is. Just like it found me. It's just the gem of a lifetime of is knowing what type of slavery you're involved in to make a case of argument. You understand? You can't make no case for no argument if you don't even know what type of slavery you are in. And they got operatives who are put in front of you to take your mind to a whole nother place, to keep your mind your entertainment, as if those lives are real, and to keep your mind here, but nothing on what God has already written in that scripture. And that's real, that these people have taken crafty counsel against thee. Thank you for the call, B.
Yep.
Thank you, champion. Thank you for that. Yeah, so Psalm 83, B from Ohio, not B from, no, B from Texas, not B from Ohio. Shout out to both of them. Psalm 83, King James Version. The one that Brother Polite and Sinetta and them hate. They hate this part because it talks about them, okay? It talks about them and their fathers and their forefathers. Look, check this out. Check this out. At Psalm 83, shout out B from Ohio. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thy enemies have make a tumult. That they may hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. He talking to him. And consulted against thy hidden ones. You know who the hidden ones are. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may no longer be in remembrance. For they have consulted together, and with one consent they are confederate against thee. I told you, the Confederates against him, and to hold you ransom, just like Adolf Hitler told you. They all Confederates, and they have all taken crafty counsel against thee. Crafty counsel. Ooh, crafty. You feel me? Against his people, and you know is you. You feel me? And then it goes later in verse 6, the tabernacles of Edom. This is their bloodline. And the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Jabal and Amal and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Press one. I'm about to be a preacher, bro. I'm changing my life. Y'all tripping. I see you because I can read. Press one. Who said, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession. Who did they steal from? Didn't they take y'all houses? Didn't they take everything? Didn't they go inside the churches and steal everything into their own? I told y'all the first pope was Leo. I'm trying to tell y'all the truth. It said right here in the Bible, right here, Psalm 83. Right here. Oh my God, make them like a wheel as the stubble before the wind. See why they always in the wheel carts? As the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. Oh my goodness. It said right here, okay? If you was in your word, you would know what's going on, because the book is history. And then Deuteronomy talks about the prophecy. Psalm is talking about the prophecy. Revelation is talking about the rebellion, The revelation are the revelation of the Son of Man. Press 1. So y'all better start putting y'all minds together. Because I ain't going to sit up there and, oh, yeah, we friends. We not friends, bro. Lightning might strike you like a George Floyd memorial. I don't know, bro. I don't do friends. Sorry, ladies. Lust goes a long way. I've learned. There's a difference between lust, love, and love of the Lord. There's a difference. No lust over here. KG, go play. No lust over here. You got to be smart anyway. You know what I'm saying? Kev have learned. He have lived and he learned. You got to be smart. I got standards. Press 1. Where all my fellas at who got standards? Y'all got standards. I got standards. I mean, you got to set standards for yourself to know what God know what you want in life. Because each standard is a discipline. Press 1. I got standards. And I worked hard to get my standards. And can't none of y'all take my standards away. I don't know how hard you worked and how disciplined you worked on your standards. But obviously they don't work too well because your walls come down easy. I worked damn good for my discipline and my standards, and I'm commanding this world to give me what I want. Hell, bro. You feel me? Because that's where I come from. Last year, the year, all growth periods. A nigga been growing at an accelerated rate. Yeah. I ain't got time to play. I got businesses to get to. Finalizing my official podcast, Koffee and KushTv, radio, Campbell radio. Just finalizing stuff and making sure that business is up to par because I'm not playing. You know, I know what I got to do, and that's to make this voice louder, advertise more, get more sponsorships, and make this more powerful than that. Make the truth more seen in the world of darkness than they little dark shit. And the problem is they all witches and warlocks, wombats. Press 1. They know they is. Failed witches that don't work. Press 1. Witches, warlocks, and mistresses. Press 1. So ain't nothing else. And you ain't got nothing else. What's over there? What's in our community? Nothing but witches and warlocks and niggas. That's it. Spell bonding. What is this? Love bombing. A bunch of love bombers. And love. Love the Lord. Press 1. I'm cool. I don't want it. What the weekend say? Oh, I don't need your love, baby. I don't need it. I'm sorry. I know some people thought I needed theirs to survive. I didn't. Life was look, your ego is growing as well, Ellie. No, I don't have a ego. This ain't ego. Are you crazy? What you hate, Ellie, is the fact that I know who I am. That is not ego. You feel me? I'm very definite. It's not ego. You just used to me being ha, he. You don't know how mentally strong I really am. I got to play to come down here and converse. Because if I stay where I'm at, you're going to think I'm being egotistical. If you was a female sitting next to me and I paid you no mind, you would feel the same way. But it's not the case. You feel me? So I stopped living off of what you think. What's your name, Ellie? I don't even live like that. What you think is my ego just means you can't touch me. Press 1. Oh, he egotistical in your heart. You just saying, damn, he's so elevated, I can't get to him. He too smart for me. Press 1. He too much. He just too much. Press 1. That they call me egotistical because now it's summertime. Every summer is mine, and I try to tell them. But they play all year. And all, your ego. There's no ego. It's all Leo, baby. I thought you knew. I've been the same nigga. Listen, when you on probation and parole, y'all niggas stand up out there. You learn to just be cool. Everybody do they talking. Because if you overreact, if you over Leo, they press charges on us. This nigga out here stunting too hard. 911. Yeah, they don't report a crime. This nigga out here just looking at me right here. That's why I always got to be calm. Y'all just unconfident. Ain't no Leo. This is Kev. That's it. This is Kev. What you thought? I know all this to be a simple man? You think I've disciplined myself and put all this truth in me to be simple? Press 1. I want to be better than the last Kev. Press 1. And be simple. Crabs in a barrel want you to be. Won't you come on back, bro? That's egotistical, man. That stuff is really getting to your... God has gotten to my head. That's what. Y'all money and y'all cars and y'all jewelry and y'all likes and likability and y'all little fake lifestyles get to y'all head. Ooh, girl, I got a nigga now. That get to you. You don't get to me. The fact that I can regurgitate and live his word truthfully. Trials and tribulations fail, get back up. We fall down and we get up. The confidence of the Lord. What you talking about? These niggas been on the internet talking about fuck God and God is shit and disrespectful. And y'all ain't say nothing about them niggas being egotistical. But as soon as one God raised up, now he is egotistical. Silly woman tricks is for kids. I'm Kevin. That's it. And ain't no nigga over here like me. And anytime we can turn it up. Oh, now he just, so what? You don't participate in class. You don't call it in. You ain't showing how, so what are you talking about? Egotistical. Damn egotistical. All these egos on this computer, you talking about me? Press 1. Shout out to the people. Let me read off for people in my Cash App. Some people in my Cash App, because a lot of y'all are haters. A lot of y'all just want Kevin confined to just be subtle and just be, no. Confidence is all the way up. Get what God done for me in my life and what he shown me, praise God. I'll be more egotistical. Heard about y'all little words. Same people be out here hoeing and doing all this evil and be the first one trying to tell me I'm egotistical as if my ego hurt you. Turn the channels in. Turn the channel. If this is ego, you gonna hate me. The closer I get to my birthday, press 1. You gonna really hate me. That's what I learned about the internet. They hate you. They hate you. Woo, boy. They waiting for the first fuck up. Press 1. They waiting for to laugh at me the first chance they get. Boy, they just waiting. I'm more American than you are. Shut up. They just waiting. They want to catch me up in a lie. They just want to blah, blah, blah. They don't want me to be right. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Fuck. Why he apologized already? Why I can't? Fuck. I can't even manipulate the situation. The man just sincerely apologized. Shit. All that old stuff don't work on Kev. You should be an upgraded troll. That's what y'all should be. Upgraded trolls. A lot of y'all gonna have to step y'all hoism all the way up. Press 1. They're gonna have to step their shit all the way. They're gonna have to be some smart hoes now. You feel me? Lord have mercy. This community sucks. Living in the Afro-American community, the women suck. The men suck. It's terrible. It's terrible. You got selection you can't even pick from. All of them think they something. Don't nobody know nothing. Everybody in debt. Press 1. It sucks. And then until you admit the truth, you're going to be ever living a fake ass life. This shit sucks. I want better for myself. I want it better. That's why I grabbed this microphone and I developed my podcast to get my sponsorships and my support group the way I need it to be. Press 1, so I don't go out selling out to Gilly like Gilly and them did, taking $2-3 million deals. No. I got bigger plans. I got bigger ideas. Fuck a $2 million deal. After taxes, that ain't gonna do nothing for me because I like to splurge. Press 1. I shine for real. For real, G. I need 5, 7. That's just for me. My little homies is coming. That one's double back. This one is on the way. Oh, yes, the whole mob. You take one, hey. Business is business. Business is business. Shout out to the people who support me on my Cash App before the show, during the show. Not that many people today, but always that amount of people. You know, Michael Clark, shout out to you. Big Mike in the building. Mr. Anderson. Shout out to Mr. Anderson. Sheldrick, shout out to you. Mr. Parker for Dizzle. Shout out to Dizzle. Shout out to Mr. Cedric Bernardo. Dab Baby. Dabney, I'm sorry, the baby. Dabney, Aaron Dabney, and Bocat, and Mr. Harris. Shout out to Jason Harris. That's my dog. He been supporting me every day since day one. And that's just real, G. You know what I'm saying? He supports me every day. A coffee cares. He just supports my show, support my endeavors and cop the merchandise. You know what I'm saying? Because he know how hard it is and where I'm going when it comes to this. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm moving into my last phase. We're just finalizing. This is what it is. You know, so shout out to you people who supported the broadcast today. If you like to support the broadcast, go over to the Cash App. My cash tag is Gills Gang. Am I done? Am I done for the day? So how long have I been online? An hour and a half? 2 hours and 16 minutes. All right, we can do that. We can do that. Destroying the thought process of these folks. Yeah, I want to show y'all something. I'm gonna show y'all something. Press 1. I'm gonna show y'all how they trying to disprove the critical race theory. I want y'all to really take a look at this. Press 1. I want y'all to really take a look at this and what they saying right here. Press 1. Let me get rid of this real quick. Now watch this. Be like Vicky. Watch this. Watch this one. I want y'all to listen to this. Listen to this Asian person try to tell us about racism and how it's not real.
Sandra, an inconvenient minority. That is the name of a new book by our next guest, and how author Kenny Xu refers to Asian Americans. As an Asian American
Kenny Xu
himself, Xu explains how he's considered to be an inconvenient minority to the critical race theory narrative. Let's bring in author Kenny Xu. He's also the president of Color Us United. Kenny.
Color Us United. I'm not coloring shit else united. I'm not coming in colored. Press 1. Didn't I tell y'all about the language? Press 1. Learning the language of this Anglo-Saxon Nazi society is a must if you want to be free. We all in this prison together. If you want to be free, your brain have to shit the baby and you have to digest the secret language of the Anglo-Saxon society. It is a Nazi regime. Okay? And will remain that under the authority of Walter Plecker. Is the color of law. It is illegal, and it's the displacement and reclassify Indians into being a color. So listen, now everybody want to be colored. You got white. As soon as they accept black, we got white, yellow, brown. You see these people that say this? Yellow people. I don't care if you white, blue, purple. You know there's blue people on earth. And they always say, I don't care if you white, blue, yellow, purple, or what, man. I believe in all. That's because they are all that. Press 1. White, blue, purple, pink, orange, all type of people. The people of North America, the Americas are copper-colored people. Period. If there was a color, copper-colored, that's a lighter shade of brown. Careful. And different variants if it was a color. But the moment you go to black and you don't even resemble this microphone, you've accepted slavery and you are under white supremacist mind control. You're an agent. Wake up. If you've accepted that you're this color under the guise of law, which has no identity, no nation, no nothing, just a dead color. Now, if we all operating under the color of law and you black, and black is void of color, Let me hold up, bars. Hold up. You know what intelligent mind it took for me to say that? I say, under the color of law, you put yourself down as something that don't exist. And you don't know how you in servitude. Listen to this man.
Great to see you today. You said it in the interview with FoxNews.com. Asian Americans prove that critical race theory is not true, cannot be true. Make that case.
Well, critical race theory asserts, and I talk about this in my book, An Inconvenient Minority, but critical race theory asserts that the world in America is divided into a racial caste system.
It is.
Whites on the top, blacks on the bottom, but they have no idea what to do with Asian Americans. Because
Asian Americans are white people. Press 1. Asian Americans are white people. You operate under white. Press 1. See, this is the confusion. Y'all confused yourself. In the caste system, everybody operates out of white, but black. See? You see? Shout out General Seti. See, nigga. See, you gotta watch this beef. You gotta watch them. Because it's the same Native American, $5 American, $5 Indian. Who can sit up here and tell you they got the same struggle. How Kevin's race theory it can't be true because in my book, you don't trust men with no lips. This American Negro. Don't trust nobody with no lips. Don't trust nobody with no mustache. Don't trust nobody with this clean cut. American, because American is only a mix. It's like Haiti. It's a mix of them all that makes them American. Do you get me? Don't let them play you, family. We're going to break them down every day. Make sure y'all stay tuned for the Urban Conservative because I think we need more help at this. Facts.
Asian Americans are a minority. You know, they have been discriminated against in this country, and yet
being discriminated against don't make you a minority. It's more Asian people on earth than any other people in the world. Press 1. I'm not finna sit up here and lip wrestle with y'all. There's more Asian people on earth to even be thinking y'all can be considered a minority group. Y'all are the most powerful people on earth by usurping the black communities in all of our nation, in all of our communities. Just sit up here and put yourself as black or a minority when you use white supremacists. You take advantage of white. You just got a payout of Asian hate. They just passed a law over you through Black Lives Matter. Use Black Lives Matter to protect you. I'm so tired of foreigners using our plight to shield them and give them the protections and get them the money they need. But when it's our time, they do this to us. Now, what does China Mac have to say about this? Yeah, bro, what will China Mac say about this? Well, what about Charleston saying if y'all can say nigga or not? Y'all Asian folk are the most racist people in America towards us. Oh, we can say nigga whenever and however we say nigga, because we nigga. You're racist. That's what you are. And it's in your blood. It's in your genealogy. You couldn't stop saying it. Y'all glad y'all converted us into thinking this nigga shit is a culture, and it's really just a perceptive way that white supremacists stay on top. And what I mean by white supremacists, that's Asians, Europeans, and all those who consider themselves Americans who came over by way of Ellis Island. God damn, I'm good.
Sure. They succeed and they achieve. And that I think inconveniences the critical race theory narrative today, and that's why I wrote this.
Oh, because my people, they're minorities, and they achieve because they're yellow, because they've been discriminated against. You get a reparation every time you think you've been discriminated against. You know damn well you ain't fought the same. If you go home, you're going to fight the same fight I got, but you taking advantage of being white, okay, being white and American. That's what makes you an American under the guise of white. Remember, I just played a video for y'all the other day on my other channel. What makes everybody white and what makes you black? What makes them white is them coming to America. That's it. If you look at their background, they are Polish, German, French, And when you do your history check, you're going to find out a lot of people pretending to be Indians and using words like indigenous, but are really Haitian. Press 1, they are really from the islands. They are really talking this indigenous shit, but they really are foreigners. Press 1. Y'all got y'all independent. So how is y'all independent? How is y'all Americas? Press 1. You can't choose both. America don't want you because y'all, what happened? It's too much of a close tie to slavery now. Somebody gonna make them somebody gonna end up saying that the black casadors was who y'all call the Spaniards. These black people right off the coast. So I'm not here to lip wrestle with none of y'all. You feel me? I'm here to change things. We rewriting history. And whenever you got the American government and well, not the government, the propaganda machine in fear of this information, they not in fear of you going back to Africa. They in fear of you finding out who you are, looking at their history. Because the minute you look back at what they did, you're going to find out they use the Indian. Soon as the argument goes to reclassification, do you hear me? There's no reason to ask for reparations if you can just say, oh, you don't know who you is and you're not reclassified. You just more debt. Get back to who you were and force them, or else force them to put you back in standing with the law. You are of no standing. This is why your sons and daughters get murdered out here. This is why everybody got their nose stuck up, because you are so ignorant in the world affairs. Press 1. Too many niggas bopping around, listening to rappers, and not really focusing their minds, family. I wish I can watch these YouTubers, but my mind is so focused on freedom. Press 1. I wish I can sit back and entertain, hit the club, and whatever, but my mind is focused somewhere else now. I wish. I can't even listen to YouTubers no more that I used to like. That's how much I've grown. I can't, because their minds is stuck in a world of nothing. Nothing. Like I was telling somebody, if any of their little girlfriends asked them, they want to know about themselves, they wouldn't know what to tell them. They know raps. They know how to sit in each other's face and say what they'll do to each other, mamas and all this. They don't know themselves, G. Press 1. All they know is we was gods, and then you defy God every day. You ain't no damn God. None of that. Let me see who this was who just donated. Oh, my goodness. Shout out to you, Miss Horning. God bless you, Queen. I no longer believe Asian can be listed as a minority due to economic status and power they now have. They are the colonials.
Narrative today, and that's why I wrote this book.
You make the argument that if America is systemically racist, as many proponents of critical race theory believe, how is it that Asian Americans have flourished and in many cases overtaken whites in terms of level of education and socioeconomic status? So how is it? How is it that Asian Americans flourish in this country?
It has to do with culture. You know, Asian Americans study twice as many hours as the average American.
Press 1. It doesn't have shit to do with no culture. It has to do with the American people's money and people knowing exactly who they are. It don't have nothing to do with no damn culture. No matter if your mama's was this one, and just what they putting over you. This is going to, our mamas is there. We come from a 2-parent system, and no, you get a hell of a jump start with being white. You get a lot more yeses. See, I know at the banks in America, Wells Fargo and the other ones, that they have a policy to keep black neighborhoods from getting loans. Don't tell me nothing. Don't, they have a policy, the bank. If you type this zip code in here, it's going to automatically, I don't give a damn what your name is. I know that if you change your name, your address, and put it over there, the same social security number, just by the zip code alone, you'll have a better chance. Just by the zip code. What Nipsey say? We judge you off of LA, off your zip code. They do the same way. Just the postal service. Everybody got a zip code. Remember I told you all about the marshals and how they only control the postal service? Why do you think the postal service are bringing back the banks and the stamps and this one and that one? They doing what they only know. They going back to the old. And the only thing they bringing into question now is police should be charged, how everything is being situated. Fuck the propaganda. I told y'all this was going to go on. A lot of people think I do videos and they're not all related, but I told y'all was going in martial law, where the marshals, it's the law of the land, the Bill of Rights. The only law in effect is what they scared of because they got to go home. Everybody get identity check. Hey, who is you? Who is you? Who is you? Oh, everybody fucked up. But how dare this Asian man say because his people can make it, that America is not systematically racist towards American blacks? How is he denying your struggle? Press 1. How is this Asian man denying what happened to you? How can they, because he's minority. This is the Anglo-Saxon society. This is what I call Nazism. This is propaganda. How could you bring an Asian person to argue if critical race theory towards blacks and the history and if they're the truth of what's been going on in America? How could you bring an Asian man on there? And to the Republicans as well. How y'all finding these black people to say, we don't want no American a critical race theory? I've learned to live. I've done all right. Good for you. Unfortunately, critical race theory has, under the Klan, has destroyed my people in my neighborhood. That's good for you, black person. I'm sure Kwame Brown, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and the rest of these NBA stars will all come out and say the same thing. I don't give a damn. They all went to these little punk ass schools. I went to public school with the gangbangers and low impoverished niggas and women. Not with 1 or 2 or 3 schools in the whole state. Like schools right around each other. The other hood school right there. I'm 100% American born, G. Y'all notice, speaking of Ireland, y'all notice they just found the Constitution in Ireland? Press 1. Hey, Todd, they just found the Constitution in Ireland. Somebody doing, wait a minute. They just find the Constitution in Ireland. Press 1. What the fuck is it doing there? Press 1. See? Nobody asking y'all real questions. What the fuck is it doing there? This is a sick world.
And today, we always talk about the Tiger Mother. You know, that was Amy Chua's famous book. But it's not just Tiger Mother parenting. It's also strong 2-parent family structures. It's a strong value on education.
So you telling me, sir, you little no lip having ass. No lip over here. No lip having ass. The racism, systematic racism did not destroy the black family, social economic welfare. That's what Ben Carson was talking about. A systematic racism. So how can he be a systematic racism denier when it's evident? How can they deny systematic racism when Joe Biden wrote the bill? How can they deny when the Anglo-Saxon society are the KKK? When Walter Plecker put blacks and reclassified them? Who are you to speak on the reclassification of the American Native American to black and put your people as American Native and give them casinos and reparations on top of reparations on top of reparations, which is really ours? How dare you, sir? I'm gonna get on my Carlson Tucker shit tonight. The Urban Conservative. Urban Conservative. Make sure you support the Urban Conservative. Koffee and KushTv. It's just disgusting to me. This is Nazism. Okay, this is the axis of power. White, Asian, all of them. Asiatics, East Indian, all them foreign nations come against thee.
It's a love for hard work and for meritocracy. And that's at stake with critical race theory, because critical race theory is anti-meritocratic. It believes that merit is racist. So if policies like Harvard's discrimination against Asian Americans are allowed, guess who loses out? Well, it's the hardworking Asian Americans that work so hard to get their spot.
Which brings me to my next.
I told you what spot. What spot? What spot? What spot? I told you your name means stuff, right? What spot? You ain't never heard of no spot. Why they talk about getting spots and all this? It's just Walter Plecker. The foreigners know they get a spot. That's why they got to see the big old Lady Liberty out there for them. They get a spot right there, Ellis Island. Soon as your name come up, soon as it's time for you, you're going to be ready to go. They get a spot in your homeland.
Point, because we now see the emergence, Harvard and other places, of attempts to limit Asian American enrollment in some of these prestigious educational institutions. That would appear to be the very definition of systemic racism, to limit the number of people who can get in on a merit-based program in order to keep up levels of enrollment of other people.
Yes, other people like us. That's because when it was made, these sponsorships was made for us to get inside of these schools, not for you foreigners. See, y'all be watching the news and don't know they talking about you, that they being racist right in your face. I do. You got to be able to hear them so you don't be reporting racism rhetoric back to your friends and family. These are racist. These are two racist ideologies trying to convince you that there's no need for you to know nothing. Why bring you down? That's racist. To bring y'all down and make them be able to catch up with y'all. That's Jim Crow. Shit.
You know, I analyzed 90,000 pages of Harvard admissions data. And stretching back for 30 years, Asian Americans have been kept at a cap at admissions between 15 and 18% of the student body. That has only recently changed.
Okay.
And
so what's the cap for Afro-Americans? What's the cap? 3%? I'm so tired. I'm tired of the Anglo-Saxon white supremacist American society, which is a collection of Asians, whites, Germans, Polish, Frenchmen, and many of that thereof, coming against the institutions of America. Could you believe that? Foreigner. Why you get a chance? And because you can't hear what they're saying, you think you white. You think you're an Anglo-Saxon society. You think when you talk to your coworkers at work, you think y'all in the same worlds. I choose freedom, G. I'm good.
You know, Harvard's own estimate said that if Asians were not discriminated against, it would be 43% of the student body. Now, people are saying, well, is that too many Asians? Well, I say, I'm indignant at that claim. I'm indignant at the claim that Asians are all the same kind of person, they're all the same kind of faceless, test-taking robot with no person.
Sir, I don't give a damn what you just said, sir. He's already making stuff up because he already said us Asians study more, 10 times more than Americans. You put yourself in that box. Fucking computer head. You put yourself there. Don't put themselves in the box and then all these people next argument. Oh, they put us all in the box. You put yourself there, Nintendo. I don't care. Yeah, bro. Who cares? Yogurt on the spoon. Who cares? Black hate. Okay? Y'all let Kevin Samuels, y'all let these niggas defy y'all. These little gay people, y'all let them tear y'all families down. Y'all let the Anglo-Saxon American society, Nazi regime, tear you down. And you can sit up here and say black power. That's why y'all women fucking everybody. Because ain't no power in black. Press 1. You can have all the muscles, all the braids, all the t-shirts. You can sag the Jordan. You can sag your pants to fit, make them fit right over your Jordans. And your woman ain't still going to cheat on you because y'all don't know shit. They power base come from everybody else. Your woman cheating on you right now. They don't give a fuck about none of that because they know power. Don't care about none of that. They leave right from your presence and put on a new face as soon as they get in front of the people who pay their bills. Press 1. Y'all niggas have been nutmeg, just grounded out to nothing. And y'all participate in your own slave nation. Y'all sit up here and watch Brother Polite steal from y'all and say, go, side netta, go. You know what I'm saying? Watch all these niggas. These niggas get up here and talk all these shit against black women and they're homosexuals. Press 1. Kwame Brown get on the internet, supposed to take out Charlemagne. Now he talking about kids need to go to programming and fuck Hassan Campbell. And inviting Tommy Sotomayor to his fucking hotel. Y'all people are just bounce around motherfuckers who don't want to learn. And that's what I had to separate myself from. People who are truly here, because I don't want to be going hard on my students. I don't want to be going hard, but I got to go hard. But, but I'm learning about people on YouTube. Everybody ain't here to learn nothing. Everybody ain't here to grow. Everybody not lost like they saying that they are. A lot of people are just evil, trolls. They don't know what to do. People sitting up here laughing at me when I'm not the person you should be laughing at. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't got as many views. You think YouTubers get paid by views now? All right. All right. They already switched everything, G. All right. Yahya say war on black men are women or women they love. That's right. The attack is really on the black man so he don't come into his role. They don't want 100 of us thinking like this together, knowing what's at stake here. They don't want that. And neither do the internet. The internet will send infiltrator after infiltrator after infiltrator. But this is what must be done. You got to get 100, 200, 300, 400 like-minded individuals who's about that work. That's it. All this other shit, little clicks and stuff, that's make-believe, schoolyard shit, YouTube street shit. You don't need a click. You don't need none of that. You just need people together to voice their opinion back at Anglo-Saxon society. How could an Asian person say they've been hated against when they're the most persevering community in the Americas? They've been here since the gold rush.
Personality, we have to look past race in this country. And I wrote this book, hopefully, to heal America and to bring Americans together in service of meritocracy.
So I asked Vivek Ramaswamy this question yesterday, and let me ask you as well.
Yeah.
Have you personally experienced racism in this country, and what did you do to keep it in perspective?
Well, I have to say, America has been very good to me.
Oh, you damn right.
Yes, I've experienced racism, especially, from the Ivy Leagues when they judge Asian Americans as low personality.
From the Ivy Leagues, from Harvard. Press one, from the white Anglo-Saxon League. All this is about getting in league, in concert, in the capital gain of enslaving you. Okay, these little pretty faces and these little hairs swished to the side of it and these little cute words, that shit. Black America better wake up now.
That's what Harvard does. But you know what? America has been very good to me, and America has been good to every person in every of this country.
If you don't stop, you little Nazi, press one. He's a communist Nazi. Press one. Well, he's a communist Nazi. America ain't been good to us. America ain't been good to us. That's for sure. That's for sure. America ain't been good to us. And we are the founders of America. Press one. We created America. This whole concept of freedom you got from us. So I'm trying to see, when you going to give us ours? You can get the Asian hate and all the, when y'all going to give us ours? Koffee and KushTv. 424-209-9506. Let me see who's supporting the cast. Shout out to my past. I'm gonna do a live stream later on tonight, releasing your past, becoming a better version of you. that's tonight, Karen, bro. Coming on tonight, becoming a better, looking at your past, looking at your life in the rear view, taking everything as a learning lesson, not holding no animosity towards nobody. You feel me? Not holding no animosity towards nothing in my past. People of my past, may God bless them in all of their endeavors. Amen. Boy, them people help me grow so much. You feel me? Them people help me grow so much, family. I'm cool. I don't want no smoke with the world. Y'all some evil folk. Shout out to y'all, though, because y'all made me a better person. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to my past karaoke night for sure, if we can do it. If we can do karaoke night, I'd love to do karaoke tonight. I would love to. I'm going to have to get me a drink. Coffee and KushTv, you on the air. What up?
What's up? This Double Up.
What up, Double?
Chilling, listening to the audio you playing. Hey, something he just said. He said that he was discriminated against to get in Harvard.
Yes.
When the Aboriginal, they trying to say they got the same plight as us.
Yes.
He worried about getting into Harvard, and we worried about how we gonna feed ourselves every day. This shit don't even compare, dog.
I think they aliens, bro. They have no compassion, bro. They not seeing humanity, bro. I'm tired of them, bro. I'm starting to think that this is an alien nation. These people are aliens, and they just don't got. When it comes to us, there's nothing in them that says, let's be human to them. There's nothing. They just. Somebody said it in there. They're narcissists.
They are, because at all costs, they will stick to the plan, and they must be over top of us. That's why everybody is over top of us.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
For you to even compare getting into Harvard, we're trying to get through a day of school without our stomach growling. And you talking about getting into Harvard. It don't even compare.
He's talking about he was discriminated against by white Ivy League schools. Because they say he ain't got no personality. You don't. Your lips barely move. Your eyes don't even blink right. But I ain't got time to play with you. You liven up a bit, sir. Man, looking like a damn clone out here.
I mean, it's sad, man. It's sad. It is. It's really sad that y'all had crafty counsel that y'all done been through, and y'all gonna stick to the plan and not go home no matter what.
They want to defy God at all means. No, bro, I got a book to sell. Fuck that. Nobody want the truth, my nigga. Nobody want it, but we gonna deliver it.
Oh yeah, we ain't got no choice. They gotta accept it. Period. That's why they fighting so bad not to get that history book changed.
They need them history books in full effect on that. Look at that. Them books is why your ass went to sleep, nigga, without them school books. Damn. You know, we got damn family. Yeah, they fucked up.
Right, and you could tell on the hesitation on the question when he said, "Have you ever been discriminated against?" He had to think of something.
He said,
I didn't get in Harvard.
You know, he got in. He didn't get to the Anglo-Saxon. People didn't treat him well when he first got there. They said, "Man, you ain't got personality like the rest of us. Loosen up a bit." Oh, that's racist. I feel discriminated against like a black person, sir. Just your retarded ass up.
Right. That's why he hesitated on the answer. You know, when you hesitate, you're lying. You ain't thinking about how to answer it. You think about the right answer.
And you know, Asian folk, when they start lying, their lips barely move. Yeah, I don't know about that. You ever seen an Asian cop and he do this shit? Whenever he talking, his lips don't move. You know he on some bullshit.
Hey man, it's sad. The least they go to put themselves in our position.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, and that's what we gonna find out is like, y'all really had to go through all this to be colored? Like, wait a minute, it took y'all to be reclassified and them to be seen as Americans for them to even have a benefit. You know why we was inventing things? Because we went to Harvard. We went to these schools. We wasn't just slaves like Sinetta said. We had schools of our own. We had cars of our own, groceries, and all of Tulsa, Oklahoma, and the Black Wall Street was everywhere, sir. They're limiting you by thinking it was only one place. This whole nation was full of full of Republican, blacks, conservative who believed in the Bill of Rights. And it wasn't until it was switched. The identities was switched, and everybody else was given what the Indian or the Afro-American already had.
That's right. It wasn't until Rick Santorum gave you the timeline where he said, when my great-grandfather came over here, it was nothing but some Native Americans.
Wait a minute.
Just like that. Oh, it wasn't nobody but some Native Americans.
But the Native Americans. Ain't nobody over here but them. Before now he said his great-grandfather. Yeah, that was a couple grandfathers ago. That wasn't during slavery, was it? That wasn't Columbus, was it?
Yes.
Okay, so I told you.
It was.
And I told you it was 1913. Rick Santorum verified it. And don't you tell me nothing now. A couple grandmas ago.
That's all it was. He said it was nothing but some Native Americans.
A bunch of niggas.
We took this country and made it what it was today.
That's right.
Because we wanted to live free.
That's right.
That's why they were so mad at him. Not that he told it, that he gave the timeline.
That's right, brother. And they wasn't free back home. They free here as American. They wasn't free back home. These are the criminals.
He told you they wasn't free.
Yes. They didn't get free till they got here.
That's right. And they took everything when they got here, just like he said. We took it and made it what it is today.
And made it what y'all see. It was here already. We just put ourselves on top of it. Now, when we got it to what it is today, and it ain't nothing but a racist society, a Nazi regime of foreigners.
That's right. Because if you do the math on what he said, if he in his late 50s, early 60s, okay, that means he was born in the late 50s, early 60s,
and his grandfather was what? Go ahead, do the math, King. Go ahead.
Take 20 from that. That's going to be the 1930s.
Come on.
That would be his dad. Take another 20. That would be around 1910, 1905, something like that, which makes it the late 1800s, early 1900s.
Ain't no
they
way out.
switched everything in 1913.
I told you.
Yeah. You know, slavery wasn't a long time ago.
That's fine.
A couple grandmas ago. That's why our people don't want to talk about it, because they can't deal with how they lost everything.
That fast. They want to talk about 5, 6, 7 Egypt. They want to talk about this reality, this real bondage that we are trapped in, that we must break free from mentally. Because Donald Trump already outlawed and already filed for bankruptcy. All this shit is over with. From trafficking to slavery. We just need the people to wake up. That all of their leaders have been COINTELPRO co-opted into getting them on another plateau, so they don't know where they live. So they don't know who they are.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Brought and paid for food to keep you grounded.
That's it.
Don't want you to fly nowhere.
That's right. Hey, they ain't never been. They ain't never been to Africa. How many times have they been to Africa?
Nah. That's like the debate they wanted to have.
Yes.
It was time to get off the phone after 5 minutes. Didn't he say, "Come on, bro, we gotta go"?
He ain't listening to us. He's in the spirit. He ain't listening to us. We can't fool him worth a damn.
Oh man, hey, they hilarious. They all pushing the Pan-African stuff,
but they Greeks.
You know that's why they degrade. That's why they degrade the women.
But yes, you're absolutely. That's why they degrade the women. They pledge to these fraternities and they degrade the women and backdoor themselves and behind closed doors. That's what all this is about. Degrading women.
Yeah.
That shit Kevin Samuels is doing is the objective of these frat houses. Come on.
That's right. Don't it say something in the Bible about the secret societies?
Come on.
What you think pledging is? Pledging is part of the secret society.
That's right.
What they say, you should pledge. You can get a job anywhere. You just got to show you one of us. That's a secret society.
That is. And this is what it is. So if y'all can let Alpha Phi Alpha come out and bring out this homosexual dude, allegedly, and got men sleeping in the bed and come out here to bash these women, but I got access to destroy the whole damn thing. I don't care about none of them, Tommy, none of them. Because who you talking about is my sisters. I got more sisters than anybody around that I know. I got a daughter. I got auntie. And we all in a condition.
And they need to be protected.
Yeah, they need to be protected by fools and little Alpha Phi and whoever else fraternal orders that's out here demeaning our queens. That's just what it is.
That's right.
And if all these niggas is afraid to become a vocal weapon for God, then the black woman ain't God to them.
Because they don't know who they are. Yeah, you only scared if you don't know who you are.
That's it. The black woman is a whore to them. It's a means to get welfare and stay in the house.
Yeah,
my mama.
They gonna put her right over top of us to use her to keep us down. Because if the black woman and the black man is on any kind of even playing field where they can bond together, nobody else got a chance.
Nobody on earth got a stand in America. If the black man and the black woman turn towards and heal what has been done, what I'm trying to do on this earth, it's a powerhouse. It's the Ark of the Covenant. It's the
Wasn't that the reason for child support?
That's the reason.
That's right. Wasn't that the reason for child support?
It's the reason by welfare,
that's right.
Systematic welfare, to when they came over to check and make sure he wasn't where.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. They don't want the man in the home.
So how could this Chinese how could this Chinese man say that wasn't put on my family and that didn't hurt my family?
Because it wasn't put on his family.
That's right.
That's how he can say it. It wasn't put on his family because he don't know nothing about it.
That's right. They don't even think twice about it.
No, it's like you said, you ain't white till you get to America. That's right. What you mark. You're going to mark Caucasian, but you're going to claim minority it's time to get some benefits and benefit yourself.
That's right. So you get double payout. You get the white privilege and you get minority payouts on top of us. Then you're going to do it twice and get up here and say, well, I came from Harvard. If you don't get your little computer head ass on somewhere before we elect some new rules about these people ain't got no human in them. I'm checking to see if you got a heart or a spirit in you.
Hey, listen what you just said. We worried about our kids getting shot trying to go to school. You talking about Harvard. Let's be for real. It ain't the same thing.
Well, if they had, this little prick can say if their parents wasn't on dope and being gangbangers, they would be better off. And they sound like a bunch of colonials back in the 1750s. These people are crazy.
Hey, I might be dumb or something, but I don't recall the crack and the dope getting dropped off in the Asian community. I don't recall that.
No, they came to the hood to get their heroin and dope. They had to come.
That's what I thought.
They didn't drop that shit off in
I remember Bill Clinton. Yeah, I remember Bill Clinton and them flying their planes into the Asian community to drop off no dope. You know, I remember the FBI being part of COINTELPRO on the black community and making sure that this shit go as planned. I don't remember that being on the Asian community. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I ain't the smartest guy in the truth shit. I might be a little dumb.
There may be an assassination plot against the Asian Messiah that ever came about. There may be. I don't know. That never happened. I never saw J. Edgar Hoover plans to assassinate a Messiah figure coming from the Negro. Go ahead.
Hey, when have you ever heard one Asian head talker for the Asian people? Not one, but somehow we always got one. Somebody always got to represent us as a whole, but nobody represents them as a whole, so it's never one person to assassinate. I'm just trying to figure out
what the fuck is going on here, mama? This is the thought process when you start waking up. Wait a minute, who is the Asian leaders? Oh, we don't have one. We got a president, a governor, and a mayor. We just voice our opinion. We mix it up. You telling me ain't no Asian leader? That way they can't kill us. We just stay on cold.
Exactly. They get a round robin of leaders, and we get one. You get one seat at the table, and the rest of the table is us. But we gonna kill him as soon as he get out of line. But you got the same fight as us. It can't be. You know?
But you say as soon as he start fighting for what's right, we gonna kill his ass because nobody told him to come up here and try to free his people. Now, y'all people's cold in the motherfucker.
Hey. Break it down in plain terms. Ain't that why they mad at Deontay Wilder? Because he didn't play along with the get-along game?
Hey, there you go. They got mad at his ass. They spiked his drink, put metal things, egg beaters in his nigga gloves, and said, go out there and beat this nigga up. This nigga out here talking about 400 years. This nigga said 400 years, Raheem. Yo, people too. I know that white man and that Asian binance. Oh, no. When we told him to be more like Muhammad Ali, we didn't mean this one.
Hey. But you take a man. You take a man that his daddy is a preacher, and all he talk about is God.
Yeah.
And he somehow become the world champ, but he can't fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want a black champion, but you don't see no discrimination, says the Asian guy.
Nobody wants a black champion. That's why I love boxing. That's why my boxing community is going to excel. Nobody likes black champions. They're boring. They don't fight like Mexican style. They don't fight. Anything we do, they going to hate it. Well, I hate that Floyd Mayweather, man. Don't fucking.
Hey, that's why they say, we gave you basketball. We gave you basketball and football. No, you didn't give us anything. We took it. You couldn't run faster than us. You couldn't hit harder than us. You couldn't jump higher than us. I mean,
I tell you what we can do like you. We could just say hike and throw this ball in a precision spot where that motherfucker ball, where one of you niggas gonna be running. Man, keep going. This whole thing is a racist spiel for you to say I don't see color. How you don't see color and we black and white? We ain't even.
Hey,
the fuck is
that's
wrong?
right.
We black and
that's
white.
right. Make it plain then. If you don't see color, stop calling me black then. If you don't see color,
that's right.
Call me the Aboriginal. Because once upon a time, I was the color person.
Call me an Indian.
That's right.
They don't want to call you that. Come
I was
on,
Negro.
bro.
I was color. I was African American. Call me what I really am, so I can get everything that's old to me, so you can bow down to me.
Do you know everything they tell you is the Pan African community come out to verify?
That's part of Crafty Council, because they all working together, ain't they? Ain't that part of Plymouth Rock? Plymouth Rock landed on us.
This nigga gonna tell me, man, what you think this is? Egypt? These people are so confounded, confused. It's almost a shame. These like little kids arguing on the computer every night, bro. Every night, Kwame.
Yeah, it don't make sense. It's crazy.
Hassan, Sinetta in the middle of all of them stirring up more beef. It's just gotten ridiculous, and somebody has to be a grown ass person to get it right.
And that's right, because if not, they're going to keep leading down that rabbit hole. They done been in charge for 40 years in the wilderness, and now they said, we just need a little bit more. When they asked Rockefeller, how much more money do you need? Just a little bit more. They need a little bit more time. They need a little bit more time to stay in power. That's what they said. They need a little bit more time.
I swear to God, I just want to ask Sinetta if he think he from Africa now. Just to hear him say, yeah. I just want to hear. I'm just having fun on the internet. I love the professor. I love the class. I like where we're going. And it's good to hear that we can laugh at how we fell for the okie dokie the first time. We won't fall for it again. You feel me? You can laugh at it though.
Oh yeah. You can't fall this time because God is waking his people up. He said, hey, I need you to go over here and listen to this. This right here is gonna be what it is from now on.
Yeah, people think they here listening to a YouTuber. No, you're not. God put you here today. God woke you up today. You're not just listening to no YouTuber. God said, turn to this brother right here and sit down, and he gonna do something.
That's right.
That's just what it is. Just watch him for a while.
Look, like Terrell Owens said, get your popcorn ready. Just pull up a seat.
Just pull up.
You're allowed to eat in class today. Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be a show.
It's gonna. I don't even know, bro. Do you know? I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk about this morning until I just put the title and just said, "But we on in an hour." Fuck it, because it don't matter what we talk about. The truth is the truth. You notice that how it's all related in the same cabal of confusion.
Oh yeah, God said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "I'm putting it on your lips as soon as you go on air. Don't worry about it."
Just cut the camera on. I'll be scared shitless. Double R. What the heck am I gonna talk about? God be like, bro, just put the camera on, bro. I'm not turning it on if I ain't got nothing to talk about. And eventually, that now stream button come on and y'all. It happens.
Why you think everybody following you? Ain't no content ready out here.
Ain't no content.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't no content. You got the content, and then they take little bits and pieces and say, "Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about today."
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
Nah.
They take
because go ahead.
No. They take a small area in which I talked about, and then they make it a whole show on a TV screen. Welcome to Bullshit Ass TV. We're gonna talk about Utah being where Moses went.
Right, and then get it all wrong because they didn't get the information straight from the source. Like you say, I ain't graduated shit. God got me here. So you might go in your little closet and talk to God on a nightly basis. At 3:30 in the morning when ain't nobody up and paying attention, you say, okay, it's time to have this conversation because you done got woke up out your sleep. Like, okay, let's talk. This is what we're going over. This is what I need you to go tell the people. Meanwhile, you just being a willing vessel, and God say, cut on that camera at this set time, and I'm going to put on a show. That's all you got to do.
Just turn it on.
Just turn it on.
I say, how do I know all this? Just turn the camera on. We're going. It's a go. Because when you got a person like that, that's just truth, filled with that much truth, it got to be the spirit working with him. Got to be.
That's all it is. Yeah, that's all it is. You sure ain't say you got up there and did it, did you? You said I'm just a face.
Yeah.
You ain't taking no credit for that. You ain't never said I did this, I did that.
Kev play video games. I be playing video games, be driving my truck, minding my business, bro. I'm actually surprised that this be coming out like this. I'm like, yeah, geez, man. I go back and watch my show like, whoa. What did I say?
Yeah. Oh, it come out. It come out just the way God intended it to. Because ain't no rehearsal. You know, like you said, you ain't had no script this morning. You ain't know what I'm talking about. God said, just turn the camera on. I got you.
Yep. Turn that camera on, and it's a go.
What you say when he said, I will place the words of the people on thy heart. It can't be erased. He said, don't worry about it. I got you. It's already there.
Yeah. And it also say, don't be dismayed at their faces, because his people are mean. They frown. They be looking at you all retarded and mean face like they get. But don't worry about them niggas. Put my word in your lips, nigga. Let it flow. Just let it flow.
That's
and they gonna hear you. They gonna hear me through you. So don't even worry about that.
That's right.
So that's just what it is.
That's right.
And that's what I took with me. I say, bro, we on the road. Here it go. You feel me?
That's true. That's why you providing content to the internet. Your content give everybody else content. They can't do nothing without you. Ain't no fresh content. Hey, pay attention to it. When you don't come on for a couple days, where the fresh content at?
Ain't no fresh content. That's why I be missing.
It ain't.
I be waiting to see what the person gonna come with. It ain't none. It's like, even with the Aboriginal thing, it's like it's the same regurgitation of info until Kev. Let's see what Kev got to say about it. And I'm like, I'm only gonna say, and then it happens. Damn.
Oh, yeah, because it ain't coming from the source. So you can't come with nothing new if it ain't coming from the source.
You're right.
Yeah,
right.
Because they can't put it the way you put it. Yeah, that's all it is.
The minute I'm quiet, the minute everybody just, oh man, this is like the Truman Show. Oh shit, hurry up, Kev, give us something, bro. Hurry up, bro. You talk for 3 hours, bro. We gotta have one thing on our show, bro. Come on, give us some more.
They said you starving them out here when you go on break, man. You starving them out here.
I be liking to chill, bro. You know, I used to get it. Hey, man, it used to stress me out to see people trying to copy and stuff. But now I know what you was trying to tell me. Now I know it's just a part of the. You know, I even saw Lil Durk say it. He said, when people copying you, I had to learn that means you're doing it right. So that's one thing I had to learn, that you doing it. Don't even think about that. Think about that you're a trendsetter. Think about that your tomorrow creativity can rub off on the next person. And just because one person didn't shout you out, the next person could say, man, you know what I'm saying? This person is who I saw do this. So just live, be innovative as a creator, grow, talk, be with God in your walk, and everything will work itself. You can do nothing bad to nobody.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Hey, take it as a badge of honor. You are the leader, and yet you ain't graduate shit. How that work?
I know, huh? Everybody else went to Harvard and went to the Greek school of Africanism. I ain't graduating nothing. I just woke up. I just woke up one day. God woke me up and installed something in my heart and made me remember things that what life is about, and refocus my attention back on what's right. That's it. Like this Walter Plecker shit. I never thought about him being a KFC man, and I just said Walter Plecker. Once that name came up and I found out who he was, it was just Pandora's box, and that's where we are. We got to accept that that's what it is. Like the unraveling of it all. You got the name, the supremacist idea, the Anglo-Saxon society, 1913 to 1939, the stock market, your servitude, your bonds, it's all here. It's all here.
That's right. Yeah. And it makes sense on one point on how when you eat KFC, you automatically sleepy. You see what I'm saying? Because they've been trying to lure you to sleep for years. Yeah. And then it makes sense. Like he said, he don't see no race. I mean, he don't see no discrimination. Well, tell those people that you got to turn in their rubies, watches, and gold back in 1932 when you made the Great Depression. Right. And they gave it up so they could back this country back by gold and silver. Tell them to go give them their money back then, since we're the richest nation on earth, but they none of them people get their damn money back. How that work?
And they turned in all the gold because the gold was taken and lost, and America had to work for America. And when y'all signed up for this put y'all in debt bondage as a whole. So I'm not just freeing Afro-Americans, although they are the forefront. I'm freeing all Americans who came up, even under the $5 American, the $5 Indian stuff. I'm freeing y'all too, and y'all just don't know.
That's right. But here go the revelation.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I ain't gonna
I just want them to know I'm not coming from a place of hate. My thing is a place of correction, and know that it's hateful rhetoric like that, of what you just saw on the television set, that keeps us mentally confused and confounded about who we are. You know, if you got an Asian dude up here saying this about how is the system, my cousin may have watched that and may have believed him. Our people watch these things and it has an effect. And we go off and we regurgitate this to our neighbors, not knowing that that's bondage. He putting you in a whole different bondage and putting himself over you, the immigrant over you.
Right. Because what somebody else say hold more power than what somebody that look like us say.
Right.
Or somebody that lived next door to us say, you got to wait till somebody else say it before we hear it, even though the neighbor just said it 2 days ago.
Well, check this out.
What I'm saying?
I started noticing what I say, Cross and Tucker say 2-3 days later as well. I started noticing, people don't want to hear it from me. I'm smoking a blunt, but I don't care. God put me here to do it just like this, so your ignorance level gonna be at it. You either gonna listen or you not. People got these weird prejudices that brothers can't learn nothing or we can't. A lot of people ain't never heard no brother today's time talk like this. So I don't blame them, for not believing me or thinking I'm playing this shit, because it's like, damn, where the hell did you sell out? Did they send you here? Like, no, I just wander in the streets all this time and decided to talk. Fuck it.
All that is, when they don't listen, is you said it no counsel and wanted no reproof. That's all they did.
That's it.
You wasn't trying to hear it. That's just like us. That's like you asked the guy earlier that called in. Okay, how did y'all get out? Right? How did you get back in bondage? Okay, if we filled the hole and gave up our rubies, watches, and gold, how we end up in the hole?
How you end up back in the hole?
Yeah, that's the revelation. If you filled the hole that was left by the Great Depression and you filled it with your watches, rubies, and gold, how you end up in a damn hole?
Yeah, because we invested in your shit.
Exactly. So how you end up in a hole?
So what's our return on this American system? On this falsified? What's the return on that?
Exactly, because you're getting a return on your stocks and bonds in that stock market.
That's right.
Every time they put their money in, that they've been trying to hold us out for years. So all of a sudden they need us. All of a sudden black folk want to go to cryptocurrency. They ain't never let you in that. That's the stock market. They ain't never let you in the stock market. Now all of a sudden they need you, so they gonna open the floodgates.
That's right.
And don't nobody stop with no pause to think about nothing.
No, they didn't. They wanted to sell. They wanted to get on my platform and talk about crypto. And what's cryptocurrency worth today? Nothing. Nothing.
Go take your money out and see if the people at top get mad.
You can't. It's not worth nothing. They got you. They got you to fill the void. That's what they did, and got you to put in and robbed you blind. That's what happened to us. The same way they just robbed y'all with AMC and all made y'all really believe this is how y'all invested in the American economy during the gold rush. But with your gold and your leisure and yourself, you put yourself up. We got to get this country back. We got to get this. And then they put it off in Swiss accounts, and they won't even show you.
Yep.
They won't even show you where your money at, where your bond at, how much you worth. Because everybody, every American, not foreigner, every birth record American have a stock and bond, and you're worth a lot more than they send in your life of poverty. But you got to get back right with God. You got to get back and you force this world out of darkness. That's it. But we got to.
Because he gonna give you the direction.
Well, yeah, he gonna give his leaders the direction. He ain't gonna give nothing to the simple man.
Oh no!
Give them nothing.
Oh no!
They gonna have
to take
submit.
up your cross and follow him.
Yeah, that's it.
You gotta take up your cross and follow him.
That's it.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna. Ain't no when we gonna get a check and when is all this? When you change your life. and get back to him.
It ain't about a check. Hey, and like I asked any preacher today, did Joshua, Jesus, or Moses receive a dime for the word of God that they preach? If you tell me no, I don't want to hear it. Because it's supposed to be about the people, not about the check you're getting. It's about the people. You're supposed to lead God's people. Take your direction from him and give it to the people. That's what it's about. So it's the only way we're going to get out of this right here is follow him. He set the timeline for what was what on how many years we was going to be in bondage. Didn't he say 400? 400 is up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, 400 is up. You free. You know, you just need directions on what to do. That's why do you think you said ain't nothing working right now? The stars is falling.
And all of the confusion is just being evaporated. These people watching their stars evaporate. They watching their favorite TV shows not come on. They thought this was this and it's not the same. It's like, wait a minute, what's wrong with? They think they living in that Mandela effect. That's how bad it is. They think they living in the Mandela effect.
Right. That 40 years in a while.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth. They confused and confounded, man. Thank you for the call, champ.
Anytime, champ.
My man, that's double up on the ones and twos. It's time for me to eat. Get ready for tonight's show. Kev roll or nothing. Shout out to the people who just donated to my channel. Shout out to my dog, the artist. Easy taught me. Shout out to you in the chat room. If you're an artist and you into art and stuff like that, go over to Easy taught me on Instagram. And he's a blessing. He's a blessing, bro. You're a blessing. Shout out to you, King. And who else is there? TRP. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to you, TRP in the building. Anybody else? Anybody else? I think that's it. Coffee and Kush TV. Thank y'all for tuning into the spontaneous class. I see y'all later on Coffee and Kush TV. Not live. I see y'all on Coffee and Kush TV. Talk about today's media at night.